morning to you. Yes, it is Expresso show right here on S3. A very good morning to you. I'm Zoe Brown.
Good morning, Zoe Brown. I'm Ewan Stratham. And listen, there was high energy and then we composed ourselves just to get into your space this morning. Good morning and welcome to you all. Looking forward to spend 3 hours in your company. And listen, it's a midweek breakfast show, so we are going to go big.
Oh, we are going so big because the Culinary Hotline is today, but it is a star-studded one. We are going to be hosting some of the winners from the Eat Out Awards to bring us some of the delicious and top-quality restaurant recipes that you can make and try at home.
So
you basically get to take their restaurant into your home.
Start writing down all those little notes. We welcome Chef Sebastian Tur, who is an executive chef at Beyond Restaurant, also the winner of the Trailblazer Award, celebrity chef and founder of Siba. We know her well, Siba Mtungana, as well as sous chef and head pastry chef at Jordan Restaurant, Moteba Maketa.
Oh, it is star-studded and we are so excited. And speaking of an extraordinary dining experience, Harmony was lucky enough to attend the multi-sensory interactive dining experience with the Le Petit Chef, where you can learn to become the very best of chefs.
Listen, I had an experience like that, and it is phenomenal. I was gobsmacked at what they do. But anyways, this is what we have for you, a little snippet. But we also have another member of the team to say good morning to, the very handsome Ryle. Good morning, my friend.
You beautiful souls, good morning, and to you, Mzansi, as well. Thank you for making a great decision this morning. And as you have heard, we're diving into the world of food, so all you foodies are going to absolutely love this morning. So let's kick it off straight away and dive into the Foodie Conundrums. We've got a question for you this morning, always coming through with the conundrums. And if you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, would you A, eat out, B, order takeout, or C, cook for yourself? Oh, now this is a tricky one. Make sure that you share your answers with us. Come through on the number 063-408-8863. I'm trying to figure out what I would do in this situation. I don't think I would take out too much, because that's going to just turn me into someone that's very, very lazy. Cooking sounds exciting because you always get to be creative and create your own infusions. But I think experiences and dining out is the one for me. So I'm going for A. But Mzansi, you come through. Give us a reason why, and we'll dive into more culinary delights in just a bit. For now, though, the official duties must commence, and Ewan is standing by with the latest.
Thank you so much, Ryle. Yes, those official duties, 2 minutes past 6 o'clock. Let's quickly take a look at your news headlines. Starting off with your national news, 11 miners have died in a mine accident at Rustenburg in Northwest. Impala Platinum Holdings says all 86 employees who were involved in the accident have been accounted for. 75 sustained injuries, of which 10 are in critical condition. All have been admitted to hospitals in the area. Now, indications are that a winder rope at the number 11 shaft snapped. Now, this rope is connected to a personnel conveyor which hoists employees up and down the shaft. It's reported to have plummeted some 200 meters after the winder rope snapped. And visitor numbers to the Kruger National Park have already started to increase in the run-up to the festive season. Spokesperson Ike Barkla says the park is 75% fully booked. At some rest camps, such as Bergendal, Mopani and Punda Maria, there is still room for visitors who haven't yet booked. Now, Barkla warned prospective day visitors that numbers would be limited from December the 14th. He also said that from Friday, some of the entry gates would start functioning cashless. And in international news this morning, Mozambique has approved an ambitious new energy transition plan until 2050, hoping to attract investments of some $80 billion to boost renewable energy capacity and increase electricity availability. Now, President Filipe Nyusi is expected to officially present the energy strategy to international partners and potential donors on Saturday during the COP28 Climate Summit in Dubai. Now, Mozambique exported its first liquefied natural gas in November 2022 and is hoping huge gas discoveries together with its renewable energy potential will propel economic growth and help lift millions out of poverty. And the second Sumatran rhino this year was born in a reserve in the Lampung province in Indonesia on Saturday, taking the population at the sanctuary to a total of 10. Now, the critically endangered black Sumatran rhino is the smallest and hairiest of the species and the only Asian rhino with 2 horns. Now, the male calf, still to be named, weighed about 25 kilograms. His mother, Delilah, was born in the same national park in 2016. Now, there are fewer than 80 Sumatran rhinos left in the world. All are in Indonesia. And we end with this story closer to home. An additional surprise this year awaits the huge number of local visitors and tourists being expected during the festival season in Cape Town. Now, this as the inaugural Sea Walls Artists for Oceans public art project in Africa has left a lasting legacy for ocean conservation and community artivism in Cape Town. Now, 18 mural artists, including 4 from abroad, have adorned the walls of 16 buildings around the mother city with powerful works on major ocean topics, from the scourge of plastic pollution to the need for community action to protect ocean livelihoods. Now, the murals have a lifespan of up to 7 years and will remind everyone of the vital role of the ocean in sustaining life on Earth. Beautiful story to wrap up the news headlines, and definitely a feast for the eyes if you are going to be in the mother city this holiday and festive season. That's your news headlines. Let's quickly take now a first look at your sports. Here's Ryle.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Yes, let's dive into all things sport this morning and let's celebrate some nominees. Yes, SA Rugby has revealed the nominees for this year's SA Rugby Awards. And in the Men's Player of the Year race, Rugby World Cup champions Peter Steph du Toit, Eben Etzebeth and Sia Kolisi, as well as Frans Malherbe and Damian Willemse, compete for the prestigious honour. Now, on top of this, Nadine Roos defends her Springbok Women's Player of the Year title against strong contenders Cesar Hele as well as Babalwa Lacha. And on top of this, also adding to the batch is Rights Mkari. Now, the Young Player of the Year category sees Ruan Venter entering the competition alongside nominees from the previous year, where Kane and Moody emerged victorious over Sacha Feinberg, Mgomozulu, Jaden Hendrickse, as well as Evan Roos. Well, we're wishing them nothing but the best of luck as they take those top honours. But we dive into cricket right now, and Glenn Maxwell's explosive century outshone Ruturaj Gaikwad's brilliant 123 as Australia secured a dramatic last ball win against India in the third T20 International, keeping the 5-match series alive. Now, despite India's formidable 222 runs for 3 wickets with Gaikwad's rapid 57-ball innings, Maxwell, who earlier conceded 30 runs in his sole over, smashed an unbeaten 104 or 48 balls. Now, the thrilling 5-wicket victory sets the stage for the 4th match in Raipur on Friday, with the series culminating in Bengaluru 2 days later. Well, moving to football action, in the Women's Super League and Championship are set to break free from the English Football Association, establishing a club-owned entity called NewCo. Now, this is led by former executive Nikki Doucet. The move aims to transition all 24 clubs to the new governance structure by the 2024-2025 season. Now, each WSL and Championship club will become a shareholder in the innovative model, and WSL aspires to become the world's first billion-pound women's league within the next decade, marking a significant evolution in women's football. Well, finally, in our headlines for sport, we dive into the world of tennis. Now, defending Australian Open champion Aryna Sabalenka gears up for her title defense, confirming the participation in the Brisbane International, commencing December the 31st. Now, also set to compete is Elena Rybakina, and the finalist Sabalenka defeated in Melbourne earlier this year. On top of this, Naomi Osaka, making her tennis comeback, headlines the women's field, while the men's draw includes rising star Ben Shelton and 3-time Grand Slam victory Andy Murray. Well, that's all the sporting action we have for you right now. We'll dive all into it again in the next hour. But for now, though, let's see what we can find when it comes to weather.
Thank you, Ryle. Well, after a week of which the SA Weather Service issues warnings each day concerning the sweltering heat in most parts of the country, there's no such warning for today. However, the Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for thunderstorms leading to gusty winds, hail, small hail and heavy downpours that are expected over the northern and western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, the central and southern parts of Limpopo, and over in places in Mpumalanga. A warning has also been issued for extremely high fire danger conditions, which are expected over the central parts of the Northern Cape, the southwestern parts of the Free State, and the Lowveld of Limpopo. Well, it is 6 a.m. Let's take a look at your first sunrise view for this hour. Luke Ukuris sent through our first photo, and this is what he had to say. Luke said, "Good morning, my beautiful Expresso family. The beautiful sunrise from Soetwater Resort on this Wednesday morning." Well, Luke, you are giving us all the envy in the world, but thank you for that sunrise view. If you would love to share yours with us, do so on our WhatsApp line. It's 063 408 8863. On that note, let's look at your temperatures.
And there we have it. Your Wednesday morning is now officially underway. Let's have a great morning going forward. All right, so we're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, it is a Wednesday, which means it's time for the Culinary Hotline. And Clem is here, and he's joined by award-winning chef Sebastian Tur. And they're going to make sampan beans, but they're going to put a twist on it like you've never seen before. Stick around for that after the break. We'll see you just now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, good morning and welcome to another amazing Wednesday in the kitchen, which means it must be the Culinary Hotline Bling! Woo! Yeah. Wow. Okay, there are only 3 Culinary Hotline Blings left, so please give it, make it proper, make it loud. It's a Culinary Hotline Bling! That's better. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Now, on Sunday, the 19th of November, 2 Sundays ago, was one of the most spectacular days in the South African culinary cuisine calendar. We saw the Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards happen, and we saw some phenomenal chefs taking home some phenomenal prizes. Today in the kitchen, I have 3 of those chefs with me who are going to be creating what promises to be 5-star award-winning dishes. And my very first chef in the kitchen is Chef Sebastian Tur, executive chef of Beyond Restaurant. We almost got it wrong there, Beyond Restaurant. Can we please give Chef Sebastian a hand? Chef, can you tell the people out there, let's go to this camera right in the middle here. How many stars did you take home this year?
Beyond took home 2 stars this
Oh
year.
my goodness, that is absolutely amazing. So exciting. Got you to the kitchen this morning. We're so happy to have you here. You're making something that's very special. I know exactly what this is, but can you just tell us the name of your dish that you're making this morning?
Okay, so what we're making today is a la crinkle sampa beans with periwinkles. It is made in the style of a risotto, essentially, and then we're using some foraged herbs to finish it. For instance, our June parsley found in Musenberg and the dunes there. We're making a pesto, and that's going to finish the dish with a nice kind of garlic parsley sauce.
Tell me something, are you good at multitasking? You have to be.
Yeah, I can multitask.
So we're going to cook and we're going to talk at the same time because I've got a lot to ask you. So let's get started.
All right.
So first things first is, where did you get your crick from? Honestly, these are beautiful.
Okay, so the ala crick are from Stilby, and then our periwinkles are from Scarborough, from Misty Cliffs.
For any South African out there that has never seen this before, describe it, like how, flavors, textures, what it is, where you find it.
Okay, so it is a giant sea snail, essentially. It has quite a large white mussel underneath. It's got a little trap door, so this inside here, this is the little periwinkle shells.
So usually when you find them, they
So when you
don't
find
drop
them...
it, but they're usually sitting like that. When you see them.
Yeah, actually it's a bit more open, and
Okay.
as soon as you try and take it, it closes the trap door to obviously protect itself from predators.
And I find it's weird. It's the ingredients that make it hardest to actually get to that I feel taste better. They make you work for it.
Oh yeah, you got to dive about 2 meters underwater to find these guys, and you got to hold your breath.
That sounds like some Raul de Mornay stuff out there. Let's start putting this dish together. Okay, so samp and beans, ari krikel coming together. Not a combination you usually put together, but the flavors, textures, it's so soft and so delicate.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to perlemoen, I'd say. It's got that kind of really nice succulent kind of flavor. You got to cook it and steam it for a bit longer to get it nice and soft. So what we've done here is we've actually steamed it with a local Pilsner beer to get a bit more kind of floral aromatic flavors into the dish. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the stock that we used to actually steam the dish in, and I'm going to use that to reheat our samp and beans. So the samp and beans have been soaked overnight, and then they have been gently simmered until they have become quite tender, because as we know, beans can be quite hard.
Absolutely.
So I'm just heating up the stock a little bit before I add it in. Just make sure
things
this
are
goes
looking
on.
good. Tell me about the inspiration behind the menu that you have at Beyond.
Okay.
How often does it change, and what menu can guests currently experience when they visit?
Okay, well, let me talk about this dish particularly. This is from a menu that we're currently running called the Origins of Flavor. So the Origins of Flavor, it aims to promote ingredients that are indigenous to our coastline. So ingredients that were found, well, discovered about 150,000 years from our ancestors. These include flora and fauna, also sea and ocean plants, and also sea creatures found in our rock pools, and obviously in our oceans as well.
So is that you literally gumboots on, sometimes not, on the rocks, in the water, foraging, getting things together, tasting everything that you find?
It's more like wetsuit, snorkel, goggles on, and getting in there and diving for creatures like this.
Are you looking for, when you're doing that, are you looking for new ingredients, or are you trying to find ingredients that, like, from your history and your
So
relationship with
basically, it is ingredients that we've been educated about. We've been working close with a scientist and professor, Jan van Veen.
Wait. You literally brought a scientist and a professor on board.
Yes. So he says in Stilby, and he's come and he's collaborated with us and educated us about all of these ingredients and also the benefits that they've had. So, for instance, the periwinkles and the ala crinkle, they all are high and rich in omega-3s and omega-6s and fatty acids, and that is said to help us develop our cognitive functions. So, for instance, basically, it is to help us to develop our brain.
Oh, wow, it's so amazing. Okay, Chef, we're gonna have to plate this up really quickly.
Okay, cool. So,
let's get this one together. It's so amazing that you've gone to that length to put a menu together, and I feel like that's what's changed in restaurants in South Africa so much. It's not just putting a menu together for the sake of serving food. The dishes and the inspiration behind the whole entire menu, It's a translation. It's kind of like, it's your story, it's a restaurant story, and it gets told through the menu, which I think is so amazing. It's storytelling, proper storytelling through food, which I absolutely am amazed by. And that's what the judges were looking for this year as well, that storytelling. So they clearly must have loved your story to give you 2 stars.
Yes, I think it truly did have quite a strong impact. So the menu itself, the origins of flavor, is a 10-course meal, which we try and feature as many of these forage ingredients as possible. So it can go all the way from our ocean ingredients to our seaweeds, also to our game as well. Yeah, so this is something that we're pushing at the moment, and we encourage people to actually book for it when the dates do come live.
When they do come alive, because Chef just told me festive season's looking booked already, and that's amazing.
Yeah, the wine farm is pretty heaving at the moment, and also our restaurant itself also has very minimal space for the season. So I do advise people to get onto Dine Plan and start
Yeah,
booking
and
their
get
dates
onto
up.
that waiting list as well. That you've got to try the food. Absolutely. Oh, it's looking so good. Are we looking?
Okay.
Are we almost there, Chef?
We are nearly there. I'm just waiting for this temperature to come up.
Okay.
It takes a little bit longer than
So
our...
that's fine, but let's talk about how you would, while we're busy waiting for
Okay.
this, let's talk about how we would actually construct this dish.
Okay, so basically, we have our shell, which is empty now. We're gonna put at the bottom of it a little bit of our white bean puree, and that kind of stops all the risotto going deep inside the shell. We want our guests to be able to eat it quite easily without things getting stuck at the bottom.
I'm gonna make your life a little difficult. I just want to kind of turn it to
No,
camera so
I
they can
understand,
see
I understand, I
what's
get you.
happening inside there. It's
Okay,
beautiful.
cool. So I'm just waiting for this risotto to thicken up a little bit. Sorry, it's taking a little bit longer than
No,
expected.
it's all good. It's my fault for keeping you talking.
No, it's all good, Clem. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to finish this ambience like a risotto. The beer stock is inside there. What I've put inside is a little bit of the sauteed a la Creek with some lemon zest and some garlic and some onions. And then I've got some creme fraiche, a little touch of amasi there, just for a little bit more acidity in it. And then inside this bottle here, I have the June parsley pesto, which is this ingredient here, which we've blanched and then refreshed it, put it inside a blender, added some olive oil, some lemon, a little bit more of some sauteed onions, and blended it up to a nice rich pesto.
Amazing. Now, South Africa, I'm going to let you see the final plated version. Chef, I'm going to let you do your thing. Don't go anywhere. When we'll be coming back, you'll be checking out this amazing dish, plus seeing our next chef joining us on the Culinary Hotline, Bling! Ting, ting, ting!
Dang!
Oh, we're going to let the ting, ting, ting continue.
Yeah, I'm here for that, indeed.
Because the festive season, it is around the corner. Raul, did you ever have an advent calendar growing up?
I did, and on day 1, I opened up day 30 or day 25.
All 30, all
of them.
I was exactly the same. I
Okay.
could never understand when people, especially kids, had the patience to wait
Day
each
by
and every
day,
day.
yeah.
Well, get ready to unwrap the magic of the season with Lint, because we are here to make your Christmas countdown sweeter than ever. We're about to explore the enchanting Lint Advent Calendar range, and ooh, it sounds incredible.
It really does. It's the most delicious way to usher in the holiday spirit and count down the days till Christmas. And the Lindor Advent Calendar is perfect for us adults, the big kids, looking for a blissful treat each day of December leading up to Christmas. Because let's be honest, we deserve to indulge in the joy of Christmas too and re-energize ourselves by trying to attempt to open one by one. That's the key here.
The secret would be to open this up at the end of the day. For me, an advent calendar is first thing of the day, but you want to like savor the day by ending it off with
Have
a
a little
treat.
reward or a treat. I like the sound of that. Well played.
Well, Teddy calendars, you can discover 24 small surprises to sweeten the wait for Christmas. From mini teddies to popping candy hearts, these advent calendars are sure to delight with each window you open.
Yeah, it really is. And then there's also the interactive games on the back, which can provide you with even more joy and entertainment. So don't throw that box away. There's a lot more to unpack and to discover in this one.
Oh my goodness. Now listen, if you're ready to start the countdown to Christmas, Lint is giving you the chance to win a Lint hamper to the value of 1,000 Rand. Now to enter, head on over to Expresso's Facebook or Instagram page and let us know which Lint advent calendar is your favorite.
Now, don't forget to include the hashtag #CountdownWithLint. Your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. What are you waiting for? Patience, I hope, though.
All right, so Chef Sebastian over here is busy finishing up that samp and beans with Ali Krekel. My friend, this looks very interesting, and it smells amazing. So you have your samp and beans in the shell.
Samp and beans in the shell with a bit of the white bean puree. We fill it up quite nicely. Then we take our sliced a la Krekel, and we just
that.
fan it on top.
Now, see, this is not how I remember having Ali Krekel as a kid. And what is that?
This is the June parsley pesto. And then this is a bit of the June parsley that's just been fried to get it nice and crispy. And then we just lay that on top there.
Oh, my goodness. You can see why this man is an award-winning chef, right?
And then we just like to finish it with a little bit of molten salt and a bit of lemon.
It looks too good to eat. It looks too good to eat. So how would you dig into this? Because you've got the samp and beans at the bottom. You've got the slices of Ali Krekel on top.
Yeah, so it gets served with a spoon, obviously. So what we like to advise our guests to do is just to dig everything inside, mix it all up together, and then separate these slices into each mouthful that you're going to have.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing your excellence with us this morning. Absolutely fascinating. Maybe this is something you want to try over the festive season. I mean, if you are going to be by the coast or if you can get your hands on some Ali Krekel, there's your recipe. We are going to be taking a very quick break. When we come back, our man Harmony, he's delving into a culinary experience of note. Stick around for that. And of course, it's end of the year and we want to make sure to spoil our teachers for all the hard work that they put in over the year. And Woody's got some great gifting ideas. Stick around. We'll run you through after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you beautiful souls, welcome back. I'm so excited for the show. It's all about foodies. It's all about the experience of food.
Yeah.
And this is what it is about. More of this to come.
Elevating your experience. Now, there are some occasions in life that demand your full attention. Now, dining with Le Petit Chef, the world's smallest cook who offers a multi-sensory dinner experience, is one of those occasions.
Now, Harmony was a guest at one of their recent dinner shows. So let's find out what the exciting dining experience entails.
Le Petit Chef is a gastronomic, innovative, unique experience delighting diners across South Africa. Le Petit Chef is back in the north of Jersey in Southern Sun's luxurious 54 on Bath Hotel, bringing you a brand new, mind-blowing, never-to-be-forgotten dinner show. Paul, it hasn't even started and this looks so exciting. Paul, how would you explain Le Petit Chef experience to those who have never been and those who are uninitiated?
You need to be present to get the full experience. It's a 4D show, so to be present is the best option. But the idea is basically we tabletop project and we use 3D mapping as well as augmented reality to take our guests into an environment where they lose themselves for a period of time, which is really great. We serve food that goes according to the projection, and the reason why we serve the food is because our primary character is a little tiny chef. He's about the size of a toothpick, and his name is Le Petit Chef. The technology behind this is huge. So the ceiling obviously conceals projectors that project downwards onto the table. We then have it connected through to a sound desk and a technical desk. And the most exciting part, which really surprises most people, is that it actually runs, the entire show runs completely off a cell phone. So it doesn't matter where in the room you are, I can check what's happening in the kitchen and still proceed with the next step of the show by pushing a simple button, and the show proceeds.
Chef Alban, what does having Le Petit Chef mean for 54 on Bath?
Having Le Petit show at 54 in Bath gives us another experience to give our guests, because one of the things we pride ourselves on is giving our guests exceptional experiences. And what more better way to do it than with Le Petit Chef?
What's on the menu?
So the menu is a 6-course menu, and then it gives you different courses. Our first one is a cheese course, then we move on to a soup course, which is a very interesting course because it gives the guests an experience to paint on a plate. Then we move on to our chicken dish. I think that's one of our most challenging dishes because there's so many elements to it, but exciting nevertheless. And then we move on to our main course, where the guests can either choose between salmon or lamb. And then our last experience of the evening is when you build your own dessert, which I think that's one of the wow factors of the whole evening.
As a chef, what is it like working on Le Petit Chef show, and what makes it interesting for you?
The whole experience in general is a very interesting experience. We've never done anything like this before. And to also showcase ourselves in a different light is something else and very unique as well.
So what were you expecting when you came to Le Petit Chef?
To be quite honest, I didn't know what to expect, so it was a surprise for me, but it's been an amazing experience. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We had no idea what to expect when we came here. We've been blown away by the experience. It's been insane. It's been incredible. It's been a great memory.
Which one is your favorite meal so far?
So I think the third meal, with the chicken and how you have to design it yourself and plate your food. I think that's that experience alone. Trying to plate your food and be a chef on your own is good enough.
The main meal as well. The way you prepare it, you being your own chef. Hopefully, my granny will be proud. If you come for this experience, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
It was the third main meal as well. The chicken was tender, mash was fantastic. Everything about it was brilliant.
If you had to advise people to come, what would you tell them?
Don't expect anything. Blank canvas, and yeah, be creative. It's one of those. It's a story, and it needs to be told. That's all.
So each one of our shows is unique. There's a lot that goes into each one. So this production actually takes the guest through lessons. And there are 5 lessons that Le Petit Chef identifies as being the top 5 lessons that you need to know to become a great chef. So he takes you through the 5 lessons, and then after he's taken you through the 5 lessons, you then get an exam. And the exam is for you to actually prepare your own dessert. And if you do it according to the lessons that you've learnt, if you pass, then there's a graduation ceremony. And everybody leaves with a certificate that is edible, and they have qualified from the Le Petit Chef Culinary School. So that's why it's called the world's greatest chef. It's a very exciting and different type of show. It's very interactive. The guests get to do a lot of the interaction themselves, which makes it really fun. And all of the elements combined make it an unforgettable experience.
It's not just a meal, it's a spectacle, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Le Petit Chef is for adventurers who reject monotony. It's a show that turns an ordinary plate into a world stage.
Wow. That's cool, eh?
Wow,
I mean, that is so much more than just going out and having a meal.
I think yeah, the food is like the last thing that you actually think about in an experience like that,
Yeah,
right?
but look, it's incredible. The technology involved is incredible, and you sit there through an entire culinary story, which is absolutely amazing.
Harmony, you're making us jealous, but don't worry, we've got a lot of that coming right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. There's a lot of experiences, and especially when it comes to food. So if you're a foodie, then don't go anywhere.
Oh, listen, today is all about the foodie experiences. Now, if you've entered the amazing Ace Festive competition, it's time to listen up because we are going to announce another winner of 2,000 Rand. Can we get a drum roll, pretty, please? Congratulations to Tennille Abrams. You are walking away with 2,000 Rand. This is what Tennille had to say. In fact, Tennille made maize meal tortillas filled with spicy chicken cubes, rainbow coleslaw, avocado, and sour cream. That sounds delicious. Now, if you want to win your share of 50,000 Rand like Tennille did, all you have to do is create a festive dish made with Ace Quick Cook Maize or Ace Quick Cook Samp. Take a picture of that dish and give us a little bit of a description and include your Ace product. Post your picture on the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page with that description and use that hashtag AmazingAceFestive. If you are entering on Instagram, tag at Expresso Show and tag at AmazeMeal and include the same hashtag AmazingAceFestive in your post. Or you can also enter on WhatsApp. If you're not social media savvy, you can send your entry, that is your picture with your beautiful dish and the product, as well as a little description, to 071 295 1485. The entries will close on the 8th of December, so we're keeping our fingers crossed for you. All the best of luck, but there are T's and C's that apply.
And of course, so much more to look forward to on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And speaking of, we've got some great gifting ideas coming your way. 'Tis the season, of course, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down and not having any gifts for your people. So don't worry, we got you covered. We're coming through with that one. And then we're going to be coming through with some fun and games. Ewan and Zoe are going head to head. I'm going to be the host. So let's see who will be triumphant. All this and a lot more on your Feel Good Breakfast Show in just a bit.
Us parents need peace of mind when it comes to things like colic, maybe packing for the holidays, and especially our baby's tummy troubles.
Oh yeah, now ScopeX has you covered. You can win 5,000 Rand weekly to make your life easier and your baby's tummy happier.
You need to answer Expresso's weekly question on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram with that all-important hashtag ScopeX, and it could be yours. T's and C's apply. Good luck.
Many South African children have never been given a gift in their lives. Share a gift. Share a smile by donating pre-loved toys at Toy Kingdom and participating locations. Help us put a smile on a child's face.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, gifting season, it is here. And it's time to show our appreciation to our favorite teachers who have been here and there through the highs and the lows of this entire academic year. Now, Megan, if we had to go back, I'm just jumping straight into this. Good morning, Megan, Megan Pedro, one of our favorites on the show. She's here to show us a wonderful selection of gifts to make it extra special for our teachers. Did you have a particular teacher that you loved and appreciated, the impact they had in your life?
I must say yes. I'm a proud Wynberg girl, but I'm also very, aware of the impact that teachers have. Clem and I are both from a family of teachers, and my dad is actually a principal at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm very aware of the impact that they have and, the love that they really need.
Yes, definitely. I mean, my mom used to be a teacher as well. I remember growing up, at the end of the year, she would come home with the most incredible gifts of the students just showing their appreciation. Amazing. And that's why we're doing this right now. We want to give all our families all the inspo they need to make sure they spoil our teachers. So what are our options available?
So we're thinking outside of the box because, chocolates and biscuits are always a good go-to. But now we've broken it up into 4 categories, just for you to kind of think, what type of person is my teacher?
We did that last year.
Yes,
we did all the delicious treats last year, so now we're changing it up a little.
We're changing it up. So let's go to the outdoors, the outdoor lover, right?
If your teacher is an outdoor lover, these are the options for them.
And who isn't an outdoor lover in December, right? So I think that it's absolutely perfect. So you're actually holding one of my favorite things. Clem and I both have one in our boot because I think you can whoop it out anytime. This is a picnic blanket. It's also waterproof, which I absolutely love. And how compact and easy is that?
Look, there's the waterproof lining. So if you put it on some grass that's a little bit damp, you don't get wet.
And we love a boot picnic, so you can always pull it out. It's so wonderful. And then to go with that, I mean, a matching towel and bag is one of my favorite combos. I think that it's so well thought through. You never have to think about where's your towel, where's your bag. It always just kind of goes together. Absolutely love it.
And if you want to take it that one step further and personalize it, what a great way to just have someone's name or initials
100%, yes.
Embroidered.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Over there.
I mean,
And then you
that
have a
rich
custom
cotton will
gift.
definitely allow for that. So that is absolutely beautiful.
Definitely. This is a really cool gift idea. So this is for the outdoor teacher.
Outdoor teacher. Let's stick to kind of the outdoorsy type, but more the foodie, right?
Okay.
We love. Okay, I always think that these are fail-safe gifts because, I mean, everyone's actually like a foodie inside. So we've got a coffee plunger. Look, teachers need the coffee rush in the morning, so that I think is always a great thing to have.
Last year we gave them the mug to go with the coffee.
Yes, yes.
Now we need to give them the coffee plunger.
And there's a huge selection of mugs this year. So like pop that in, pop a Woolies hot chocolate, you're good to go.
Some amazing beans as well or a roast to go with your plunger.
So the combos I think are quite a great, a great mix. So we've got a brie cube. Now I was actually asking my husband this morning, what on earth is this? Okay.
What is a brie cube?
So it actually gives you 3 different temperatures when you brie, which is so interesting. So look how small and compact it is. You can literally pop it into your boot again, take it anywhere, and it fits into any kind of fireplace. You have a flat bottom pan that literally goes into it. So you have flat bottom potjies.
So you can put it in there, you can put it up here, you can turn it, put it up there.
In case your brie grid doesn't fit, when you're on the road or out there, this is the thing to have.
I didn't even know this existed. This is incredible. What a cool
So I think
gift.
that is such a great gift. And then, of course, fail-safe. We've got like your skewers. Skewers are such a great thing, which I think not many people kind of think of having in the kitchen. Your grinder, meat thermometer. For the foodie,
you are
Let's
sorted.
go to the fashionista, right?
Oh, the teacher that always has the funky socks or ties or scarves.
I think add to their collection. It's always so lovely. Woolies has such a cute selection. And I think for festive, these little gingerbread men are so cute. So there's a huge selection. I mean, there's literally a wall of socks, which is lovely. We've got machine washable ties, which are great. I mean, they do not need to think about it. Into the wash. You've got a new one for the next day. And then beautiful scarves for women. I think easily your outfit is transformed.
Amazing. And if you don't want to wear the scarf, you can put it around your hat, you can put it on your handbag, add that pop of color.
I love a scarf on a handbag. I think that it's such a great way to pull through an outfit. And then let's go to the homebody, right?
Yes.
Again, another fail-safe category. I absolutely love it. So a picture frame, they can have this on their desk at school. You can have a cute little class photo that you've already printed in there. There's also a big selection of frames, which I absolutely love. And then scents. You know, I'm a big lover of all things scent. And I'm going to ask you literally just to smell this, because this alone, the scented candles, the diffusers, there is such a huge selection.
Oh, and this is the botanical.
Beautiful.
Oh,
that is so beautiful. And then, you know, we always love a pamper kit, a nice little, you know, hand lotion. Like, you can never, ever go wrong with that. So this is the Balmaison.
Oh. Megan, you're giving us so many options to spoil our nearest and dearest, and especially putting the focus on teachers as the year is approaching to an end. So if you are looking for ways to make that teacher in your child's life feel extra special, you have so many incredible options to choose from. These items are available at Woolworths. You can shop them in store, you can shop them online, as well as on the Woolies app. If you had to pick one right now, what would you pick?
I'm actually going to go for the clutch. I'm going to go for the clutch. Yeah.
We are leaving. We're going to a picnic. Bring your clutch.
Sure.
Oh, this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
La 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 la.
This is how we do it.
Oh, this is how we do it.
Yes, Mzansi, let's dive into the kitchen right now. Let's have another experience, and especially one that involves a little bit of time, if you know what I mean, right? Now, in an ideal world, obviously, we have like an hour or so to relax and take a wholesome lunch break. But sometimes all you have is like 15 minutes, and you're quickly eating lunch while you're working too. But don't worry, because Albany caters to every need, making it the perfect bread for an imperfect world. So you can feel the freshness with Albany in today's short lunch break challenge. Bring it on! Now we have two formidable contenders for this one. The one and only Zoe Brown and the man himself, Ewan, in the building. Now it's very simple. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 1 minute to create the ultimate toasted sandwich.
Wait, hang on.
Using the ingredients provided.
A minute?
A minute, bro.
Oh.
Obviously, we're not going to be toasting it.
No.
We'll imagine that part, but you're going to prep everything until we get it into the toaster. All right, so very simple. You've got lots of ingredients in front of you. Many of these are staples from your pantry.
Many of these
Some of them are
also
not.
that you won't agree to work together.
True. But that's why we're doing this competition. Sorry, Ryle. Chicken and tuna together once when we made a sandwich.
I'm still going with creativity, all right? So bear that in mind for the judging process.
A minute.
I am the judge. You guys understand the task at hand. You have 1 minute, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's lunch break challenge it out. All right, what's the game plan here, guys?
So I am making a sandwich that is perfect to eat while you're on the go in the car. That's my kind of eating sometimes. You know, life is busy.
Yes.
You want to get your protein in.
Oh, okay.
And you also want to have some fun with it. So that's my strategy.
You're playing to my weaknesses here, my protein. You're not happening on your side, bro.
I am also looking at, because it's lunch, right? We want a nice little protein snack going on.
Yeah.
No, come on.
30 seconds left, just by the way. I'm not trying to distract you. I am trying to get into the action right now. While you are busy with that, let me talk to you about Albany, because they are bringing the real back to life and reminding South Africans that there is so much to look forward to, and especially when it comes to the bread, which is at the center of some of the most beautiful but simple everyday moments, even in the not so good times. So they are going to be challenging the stereotype by celebrating real people, real bread moments, and real life by removing unrealistic expectations of perfectionism. Time! And of course, enjoying bread in the way that reflects the lives of South Africans, just like this moment right here.
What just happened?
Whoa! Okay, so
what just happened?
Well done to both of you, because it looks like we completed the challenge. That already in itself is incredible. All right, my only concern right now is that these look amazing, but they are supposed to be toasted.
Okay.
So it's going to be.
They're supposed to be toasted.
Don't come with that.
No, the sandwich, you eat it as is.
Okay, so let's just negate the fact that we don't have a toaster. So we'll pretend that we are not toasting these sandwiches. This is a load shedding version. I love we're just changing the rules here, but that's what it's about. It's all about fun. Unfortunately, or fortunately, though, I get to be the judge. And they do both look good. So let's have Zoe's up first. So what did you eventually end up with here?
So I went for a classic peanut butter, banana, and honey sandwich.
You put banana on a sandwich? I've never had that.
Oh, that is
I like it open, but this is now, I don't know why I said I want to eat the sandwich in the car. So this is a peanut butter, banana, and honey sandwich.
Why does it seem like you can't make something taste bad? What?
It's a winning combination.
That
I mean, you
works.
put
Oh,
peanut
wow.
butter and banana in smoothies.
that is.
You just add the honey to just not make it too dry on the bread.
And I'm thinking about all the good macros in here. You got your protein, your fat, your carbs, so absolutely sorted.
Okay, so I had you in mind. Because I
Okay,
know you
nice.
want the protein, so I've got some
Nice.
lovely ham, I've got some crispy onion in there, I've got some feta, I've got some avo in there for the good fats, you know what I'm saying? And just a sprinkle of chili, not a lot.
Oh my goodness, you did this all in a minute. Did you have something hiding underneath?
Yeah, bro, that was
Wow,
insane.
okay.
Can I have some?
That's a TV bite, bro. Like, you have to go in.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Right?
Well done.
Really? Is that a good one?
Really? Whoa.
I don't know how you're going to choose. The one's more on the sweet side, the other one's more
So the
savory.
one for me is really convenient, and this is something that I would probably make on my own. So this is functionally a winner, but I got to say, when it comes to taste, when it comes to the fact that you laid this all out in a minute, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. You in the building. Yes.
Sorry, I really want to try.
Honestly,
Go for
dude,
it.
I think what really finished it was the crunch of that onion, just bringing it all together.
Ooh, wow.
Guys, both of you did an incredible job. So this is
Try my own
absolutely great. So diving into a sandwich, and you can see it was a real tough one. But of course, it's not just about fun and games in the kitchen, because you can also be one of 7 lucky viewers to walk away with 1,000 Rand. Yes, that's a 1,000 Rand cash prize. It could be yours. You simply have to reply to the competition post and the question on our Expresso Facebook, Instagram, or X pages, and share with us if your loved one has packed you a sandwich for lunch. Now, they say they've packed your favorite, or what's on it. Let us know. And X entrants must share the post. And for all platforms, don't forget to include the hashtag MyPerfectAlbany. Now, the competition closes weekly every Friday at 10 a.m. Your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And after all this fun, we get to dive into all this magic. Well done, guys. That was delicious.
there's just honey
Right,
going
I don't know which one I
everywhere.
want seconds for now.
Have that one and then mine.
Not every day may go your way, but we've got something perfect to lift your spirits right here on the Expresso Show. You can win 1,000 Rand weekly by going with Albany, the perfect bread in an imperfect world. First up, feel the freshness. Then enter on the Expresso socials and answer a very easy question using the hashtag MyPerfectAlbany in your answer. Competition closes the 8th of December. T's and C's apply.
Yes, Siba, we are going live right now. Look at that. We're not taking pictures. No, lovely to have you. Look who's here, everyone. Siba Tongana, she is here. Come on. Oh, it's lovely to have you. You look beautiful, and we can't wait to see what you're going to get up to in our culinary hotline.
Oh, very excited about that.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, Siba is here. Stick around for that. And we also take a look at how Matkosa takes on New York City just after the break. Stick around.
Nowhere's more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, as you get the chance to bake your way to 50,000 Rand with Golden Cloud and Beacon. With all entry details on the Expresso social pages, reply to the competition post with a picture and description of your festive season masterpiece for a chance to compete live in the Expresso kitchen for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Entries close December the 20th. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and it's been a culinary delight. First hour down, 2 more to go. And what is incredible is we've had some of the winners from the Eat Out Awards in studio. And first chef was Chef Sebastian Tur, who created this incredible dish.
And it's like a piece of art. I'm so scared to actually dive into this. So if you missed what happened earlier, he basically steamed, I think with beer, at a clickle. There's like a risotto that's been made with sampan beans. And then there's this beautiful jus that's just kind of like bringing it all together, which is like a parsley pesto of some sort. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to eat this because it looks so good. I'm scared to ruin this, but...
Have you taken a photo of this?
Yeah,
Are you going to tuck in now?
We are diving into this, and Mzansi, I want to share this experience with you. So let's get some of that risotto. Let's get the abalone as well, and...
Go in there. Oh, well, we did promise you a culinary delight. We've got more culinary hotlines coming up. Siba is in the studio as well, so she'll be in the kitchen with Chef Clem to also whip up something incredible.
I don't know how I'm going to articulate this feeling and describe the taste, but it is incredible. Obviously, we've got that sort of fusion coming from the ocean, and I can taste the seafood in it, and it's not too overpowering because the creaminess from the risotto is just balancing it out. And that parsley is just kind of like the glue that just turned it into a party. Sebastian, thank you. This is absolutely incredible. You definitely want to dive into this experience if you ever get the chance. And wow, I'm here for more of this on this show because, wow, what an experience this is already. I'm so grateful. Wow.
Well, we've got 2 more hours on its way. On that note, let's quickly catch up with those morning headlines. Here's Ewan.
Thank you so much, guys. That looks absolutely amazing. Jealous just a little bit. It is about to go 2 minutes to 7 o'clock. Let's quickly run you through your news headlines once again on your Wednesday morning. Starting off with your national news, the Tourism Department is investigating the spending of 48 million Rand on the refurbishment of the Manyane Game Lodge in Mahikeng, Northwest. Now, the project had been delayed for almost 7 years. Now, several contractors were appointed since to complete the project, but nothing was done. Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille visited the Game Lodge on Monday and said that the matter would be investigated. Now, tourism is a major economic driver in Northwest, and Manyane Game Lodge was once an impressive tourist attraction, but it's presently in a dire state. And 11 miners have died in a mine accident at Rustenburg in Northwest. Now, Impala Platinum Holdings says all 86 employees who were involved in the accident have been accounted for. 75 sustained injuries, of which 10 are in critical condition. Now, all have been admitted to hospitals in the area. Now, indications are that a winder rope at the number 11 shaft snapped. Now, this rope is connected to a personnel conveyor which hoists employees up and down the shaft. It's reported to have plummeted some 200 meters after the winder rope snapped. Making international news headlines this morning, all 41 construction workers who were trapped in a collapsed mountain tunnel for 17 days in northern India have been brought to safety hours after rescue crew drilled through the debris and rock, concrete and mud to reach them. Now, following days of multiple rescue attempts that hit obstacles just meters from reaching the men, they were eventually pulled out yesterday through a 90-centimeter wide steel pipe. Now, the intricate and painstaking efforts to save them had been closely watched on TV by millions across the country for days. And Mozambique has approved an ambitious new energy transition plan until 2050, hoping to attract investments of some $80 billion to boost renewable energy capacity and increase electricity availability. Now, President Filipe Nyusi is expected to officially present the energy strategy to international partners and potential donors on December the 2nd during the COP28 Climate Summit in Dubai. Now, Mozambique exported its first liquefied natural gas in November 2022 and is hoping huge gas discoveries, together with its renewable energy potential, will propel economic growth and help lift millions out of poverty. And then we end off with this story, rather interesting one as well. The well-known saying, as dead as a dodo, may pretty soon be revoked. Now this as there's a distinct possibility that the dodo can again roam the fields of its native Mauritius after being thought to be extinct since way back in the 1680s. Now US-based biotechnology and genetic engineering firm Colossal Biosciences has signed an agreement with the Mauritian Wildlife Foundation to help bring back the dodo from extinction. Now, Colossal Biosciences Professor Beth Shapiro has quoted in 2022 as saying that they had managed to sequence the DNA of a dodo. So let's hold thumbs that the iconic flightless dodo, a bird intimately woven into the DNA of Mauritius, will again soon be seen and admired by humans. Fascinating story indeed. That's your news headlines for the 7 o'clock bulletin. Ryle standing by with your sports.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Yes, let's dive into all things sport, and starting with rugby, there's lots to celebrate for our nominations because SA Rugby has revealed the nominees for this year's SA Rugby Awards. Now, in the Men's Player of the Year race, Rugby World Cup champions Pieter-Steph du Toit, Eben Etzebeth, Sia Kolisi, Frans Malherbe, as well as Damien Willemse compete for the prestigious honour. Now, on top of this, Nadine Roos also defends her Springbok Women's Player of the Year title against strong contenders Aseza Gele as well as Babalwa Lacha. And on top of this, Wrights Mkari. Now, the Young Player of the Year category sees Ruan Venter entering the competition alongside nominees from the previous year, where Kanan Moody emerged victorious over Sacha Fenberg Mgomezulu, as well as Jaden Hendrickse and Evan Roos. Well, from our rugby celebrations, we dive into cricket news. And Glenn Maxwell's explosive century outshone Ruturaj Gaikwad's brilliant 123 as Australia secured a dramatic last ball win against India in the third T20 International, keeping the 5-match series alive. Now, despite India's formidable 222 runs for 3 wickets, with Gaikwad's rapid 57-ball innings, Maxwell, who earlier conceded 30 runs in his sole over, smashed an unbeaten 104 or 48 balls. Now, the thrilling 5-wicket victory sets the stage for the 4th match in Raipur on Friday, with the series culminating in Bengaluru 2 days later. From cricket, we move over to football, and interesting stuff when it comes to the Women's Super League. Yes, the Women's Super League and Championship are set to break free from the English Football Association, establishing a club-owned entity called NewCo. Now, this led by former executive Nikki Doucet, the move aims to transition all 24 clubs to the new governance structure by the 24-25 season. Now, each WSL and Championship club will become a shareholder in the innovative model. And WSL aspires to become the first and world's first billion-pound women's league within the next decade, marking a significant evolution in women's football. And finally, diving into the world of tennis, and defending Australian Open champion Aryna Sabalenka gears up for her title defense, confirming the participation in the Brisbane International, commencing December the 31st. Now, also set to compete is Elena Rybakina, as well as finalist Sabalenka, who defeated in Melbourne earlier this year. On top of this, Naomi Osaka also is making her tennis comeback and headlines the women's field, while the men's draw includes rising star Ben Shelton and 3-time Grand Slam victor Andy Murray. Well, that's all the sporting action we have for now. We'll do it all again in an hour, but a lot of you heading out the roads, so let's see how we can serve you.
Thank you, Raul. Well, let's start off with your traffic in KwaZulu-Natal. There are bi-directional roadworks taking place on the N3 between Camperdown Interchange and the Market Road Interchange. Lanes are restricted, so please drive carefully. And if you're in Cape Town, there's a stationary vehicle on the R300 northbound. It's at the ramp to Old Paarl Road. That left lane is obstructed, so please exercise caution. That's your traffic. Let's take a look at your weather. And the Western Cape government has budgeted over 10 million rand for the coming fire season. Readiness is in place as a busy one is expected with predictions of hot, dry and windy weather conditions approaching. The Provincial Minister of Local Government and Environmental Affairs, Anton Bredel, says they have worked hard to prepare for any eventualities. He says aerial and ground support are in place, the crew is ready and have the right resources to back them. There are 4 helicopters, another 4 on standby, water bombers and some 2,300 men and women on standby. The public is urged to be extremely cautious when working with open flames, as 97% of all wildfires are caused by human activity. Well, on that note, let's take a look at your 7 a.m. sunrise view. And Warren is our lucky one to showcase his. Warren shared this photo from Johannesburg. You can see he's somewhere in a park at Green Zoo Lake. So thank you for that sunrise view. If you would love to share yours, do so on our WhatsApp line. The number is 063-408-8863. But on that note, here are your temperatures for your Wednesday.
There we have it, your temperatures going into your Wednesday. Now you are prepped to know exactly what you need to wear and what you can expect. Before we do anything else quickly, you can become Mzansi's next millionaire when you play the Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 24 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Now the Lotto jackpot is estimated at 3 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 at 1 million rand and Lotto Plus 2 at 20 million rand. But as always, the only way you stand a chance of winning is if you play. So you can buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for those USSDs. Now we have also posted all the details on our social media channels, so go and check them out and start choosing your numbers. Will you be the next millionaire? Panda, push up, play, and find out.
Hey, and there's so much more to look forward to, of course, from Mzansi. As you can see, the one and only, the beautiful Simba in the building. And we get to celebrate not only her arrival, but the fact that she's bringing goodies along with her. You excited for this one?
Very much so.
Oh, I think Mzansi is too. So there's every reason to stick around. Also, we're talking about some great entertainment news. Maxhosa is heading to New York and taking on the States. A lot to look forward to. Yeah. We're dishing this out. We're dishing experiences out and great food. So don't go anyway. We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are back in the kitchen for another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling! What is wrong with all of you? What? It's the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Tang, tang, tang!
On their behalf, I'd like to say I'm so sorry. I have no idea what's going on with the people today. But anyway, here's a reason to get excited. Siba's in the kitchen! Now. They're not getting anything. They're not getting anything. Let me please introduce this amazing human being. Chef.
Yes.
Entrepreneur.
Yebo.
Book author. TV presenter.
Yes.
Amazing human.
Yes.
And now, Eat Out Woolworths award-winning chef, trailblazing chef. Can we please give a hand for Siba?
Thank you. Don't forget a mother of 4. Very important.
We should have started off. And mother of 4.
Yay!
Yes. Honestly, my career, literally, I remember being like a tiny little tot never student.
Yes.
And working with you back in the day. And it's just so amazing. You and I, we stay connected throughout the years. It's been beautiful seeing your family grow. I was on stage when they announced that award.
Yes.
I was so emotional, and I knew we were getting the award, but still, it got me. I was so emotional.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing people doing amazing things. Okay, we're not here to talk, we're actually here to cook.
To cook, yes.
So let's talk and cook at the same time. What are we making today?
We're making mfino fritter, and mfino fritter is something I used to do in my mother's garden when I was very young. It's something I've now incorporated in my canapes in my restaurant. It's a welcoming starter, and I'll show you how we serve it.
Oh, yes.
And very simple, but very hot, warming, and yummy. Yeah, so I already have an onion and garlic and a little bit of spring onions going.
It smells really good. It smells amazing.
You could add a little butter in this. You could, but it's optional. You should. You must.
Tell me about the restaurant that is perfectly named Siba. All right?
Yes.
You've got 4 kids.
Yes.
Is Siba the 5th child?
It is Siba, yes. And yeah, it's Siba baby number 5 because, you know, I feel like my first restaurant are twins because it's so demanding.
Okay.
And then now we have the Siba Deli, which has been launched, 10 days ago?
Literally 10 days ago.
10 days ago.
So you know that award trailblazer?
Yeah.
Yes. So talk to me about the philosophy of the restaurant and then also now the philosophy of the deli and the difference between the two.
The restaurant came in 2020. I really wanted to. 2020 was a year where I had earmarked that I'm going to have a restaurant. However, we all knew what happened that year. But I thought, let me find, a silver lining in the sky. Perhaps there might be an opportunity for me to do this in a smaller scale. And what made sense, actually inverted our plans. We were always going to have a fine dining restaurant, but we started with it instead of ending with it.
Okay.
Because it just made perfect sense for the time. People needed an escape, including me, where they can go and have beautiful food. I call it's like a space where you come and you're beautifully treated. It's like you're pampered, you're loved. Service is amazing, the wine is amazing, the food is amazing, and you're treated by Mr. Belicious and the team.
Yeah.
As the deli is like an everyday eatery, but we treat it very similar with regards to the food being gourmet and almost fine dining, but casual, like every day.
And there's always an accent of African and South African in there.
Yes.
And I feel like that message has it's traveled across South Africa because if you want to go celebrity spotting.
Yes.
Check out Siba's restaurant. You've got some amazing international people that have been visiting your restaurant.
A lot,
okay,
actually.
Not scripted, but can you name a few of them?
So, oh my gosh, we had, I can't tell you this one.
Is it VIP?
It's like VVVIP, but someone very big from the US.
Okay.
We had Tasha Cobbs coming, we had Anthony Anderson from Blackish coming, we had all the local celebrities coming.
All of them?
Yeah, it's really been amazing.
Here's my question, right? What is it about you and politicians that love you? What is it about politicians that love you?
I think people they love the concept, and therefore they then come. I know where you want to get to.
No, I'm not getting to anything. I'm just saying it's absolutely amazing. We've managed to. Your food has brought these people just togetherness, and I love it. And the politicians as well. amazing. And I feel like I love the fact that politicians are going there because my grandfather had a saying and he said, all the world's problems can be solved around a dinner table.
I agree.
So we're plotting, we're bringing all the world leaders around Siba's table.
Yes.
And we're going to solve world peace. World peace. Okay, back to the dish. Look at me talking about everything. What are you adding to the dish now?
So I'm making fino. Fino is a tradition. It's like almost moroch cooked with onions. And the difference is that I now add some maize meal to it. And this is a staple in the Eastern Cape that we ate almost every day. And my mom used to make it for us. Really, really, really lovely. So the maize meal, or you can use polenta. I've used polenta. It gives a beautiful yellow color, which makes this even more vibrant. What this does, the maize meal basically just brings it together. And for something slightly more different than how we grew up eating this, is adding a little bit of thyme to it.
Oh, nice. Just a little bit of herbaceous notes coming through there.
Yeah.
Talking about being a trailblazer, sorry to cut you off.
Problem.
I feel like in life, the limits we have are the limits we set ourselves.
Yes.
Okay? You seem to have zero limits. What's the recipe to that?
It's I love it. I have zero limits. It's belief in oneself, which I think for me was instilled by my parents from a very young age, that anything is possible, you can be anything you want. Anything that's positive, that we used to say, not just anything.
Absolutely.
Anything that's positive, you can become that, and we should always strive for that. And one of the things my father used to told me when I was young is that for about 5 years of your life, you must work for someone in order for you to gain experience and all of that.
Okay.
But after the 5 years, it is, you have to begin to the movement of having to work for yourself, whether it is freelancing, whether it is whatever it may be that you're doing. But you must begin to acquire for your own rather than always working for someone, which was really great. And I took that and I made it my mantra. And I really believe in being able to have the free creative freedom to create what I want when I want it. Like I can wake up today at night and say, guys, let's do this. And there's no hindrance in, maybe it's not time, maybe it's not this, because I'm naturally entrepreneurial. So I do need that to exercise that side of me quite well.
Just taking all this energy.
Get it. You're already there.
There we
already
go.
there.
So, okay, so we're busy with them, Frino. I've also seen we got some beautiful salmon here.
Yes. So now this will cook for about 10 minutes. You just cover it for it to cook for about 10 minutes. And once it's cooked, I then make it into mini balls.
Yes.
Actually, you can make the soy mayo for me.
Talk to me.
So some mayonnaise, some little bit of zest.
A little bit of zest.
And a little bit of soy sauce. And you mix that together.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Nice.
You just mix that together. And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, so you've got 3 elements. You've got the fino, which is cooking. You've got the salmon. You can use a cold smoked salmon as well, the ribbons, and then the mayonnaise. But I want to show you how we serve it in the restaurant.
I was going to say, please come through very quickly and show me how it's all presented, because this looks so beautiful.
Yeah, so this is how we present it. This is called Tata's Garden, which is where I started. And my team would usually pour in some water to it in order to activate the garden, because we say when you water the garden or water anything that you do, magic begins to happen. And that's what we're doing here.
It's not about food, it's about life, isn't it?
It is about life.
And we just happen to have a good meal while we're learning about life.
Yes.
See, but that's so beautiful.
Yes.
That is so, and can I taste? Are we allowed to taste?
Of course, of course.
You pick whichever one.
I'm gonna pick the one I made, because we serve it with a beetroot terrine, with a biltong, a wagyu biltong, but I'm gonna pick the one I made.
There we go. In South Africa, I'm gonna have the taste. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Culinary Hotline. Siba, you've been absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
It's your 2024 Trailblazer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Siba. We're back with more Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, my
It's like magic on TV.
It looks amazing.
I was just saying, like, how do you even consume that after the way it looks so incredible? It's just like you want to just stand next to it and just let it be. Just bask in the ambience.
Just going to spend the first hour looking at it before you do anything else, man. Thank you, Sibo. Good to have you in the kitchen.
Thank you. Well, listen, we're going to play a game of Would You Rather. You know, we love putting you in these interesting scenarios. So in a world where we long for comfort, convenience, and luxury, what would you choose to enrich your life with if money was no problem? Time to dream big.
Sure.
In another round of Would You Rather. Dum, dum, dum.
I love this one.
So here is the scenario. Would you rather, A, have a private chef and personal trainer,
Yes.
or B, have a driver and a personal stylist? Oh, this is a winner. This is so easy.
For once, I feel there's an easy one.
This is the easy one.
Is everybody going for A?
A.
Yeah.
I'm going for A.
That means that we've all struggled and dealt with the pains of having to prepare food, last-minute meals, suppers, right?
Oh, but it's just that, you know, then you get a message from the wife halfway through the day. It's like, okay, so what are we eating tonight? So what are we supposed to cook? I said, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't want to think about it.
I just want somebody to sort it out, and there you get home and it's done and it's prepped and it's delicious, and yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I actually enjoy driving as well, so we're definitely going with A. It's a hard A.
I get queasy if I'm not behind the wheel. So, like, for me already, the idea of someone else driving me is not something I'm fond
Can
of.
I please road trip with you? That means you'll drive the whole way. No deal.
Oh, well, we've asked you online which one you would choose, so let's have a look. If you're also gearing towards A.
Yeah, well, Komotsa comes through first with some spirit and says definitely be a driver and personal stylist. So Komotsa obviously wants to live the Lux life, I believe.
Sure.
Kimberly through next is saying, ooh, can I say both? I think B is my answer.
Okay.
It would be awesome. All right, so a lot of, I think our fans definitely love probably cooking and making their own food. That's possibly why they're going with B.
Yeah, Sherlyn also there saying B, I love cooking. So I'll go with B.
Oh, look at that. I'm so surprised our viewers are choosing B.
And then Mbali comes through lastly saying, I would rather be, have a driver and personal stylist. Guys, well, we are very divided here. Eh?
We are quite divided.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Shows you.
I'm just going with the fact that our viewers are so inspired by the kitchen, especially on a show like this,
that they want
to make it themselves. Yeah, that's a job well done, I think.
You know what it is? It's because we do the cooking, we do the meal planning and prepping, so perhaps they have someone already doing that for them.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Unfair.
But see, with A, you get a chef and a personal trainer.
Yeah.
2 for
You
1.
see, is that 2 for 1?
Maybe we're the fools here, actually.
I don't know.
Listen, well, you can have and you can dream all about having your own personal trainer and stylist and chef and what have. The right bank account can also offer you a life of convenience and luxury. With the Nedbank My Goals account, you can access discounts on everything from petrol, groceries, movie tickets, banking fees, and even access to 12 free domestic lounge visits per year, leaving you with more money to spend on things that matter most to you. And if you want to check it out, you can visit nedbank.co.za.
Check this. This My Goals Plus account gives you cash back on groceries and 25 cents back per litre at BP. That's lit.
Lit in 2023.
Now, before we go anywhere else, we are going to go take a quick ad break. But first,
Yes.
Siba's here. Listen, we were just saying now, we need to just look at this for a while.
Oh, thank
before we dig in or taste anything, because it's amazing.
Thank you.
It looks so good. Okay, so I want to try something.
Okay.
But what do you suggest I start with?
I suggest you start with what I made today. So this one.
This one over
Yeah,
here.
so it's a chakalaka puree. It's sitting with the fino that we made, a soy mayo, and a hot smoked salmon.
And I just go for it.
Just go for it.
Oh, wow.
I know.
What? That's like a...
It's like
an explosion.
It is. It is.
I know, it is. That's absolutely amazing. Siba, you're a star.
Thank
you
you
really are a
so
star. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We're going to take a quick break. Matkoza takes on New York City. Unbelievable as we are crossing boundaries. Stick around for that. And of course, gifting ideas for our wonderful teachers from Woody. Stick around. We'll run you through and give you a couple of ideas. Wow.
Thank you.
In this moment where you are right now is probably where you're supposed to be. You are enough, you are important, you are worth it. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, you are capable of doing it. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't make it because they came from a different home or they have this. It doesn't matter. What you are and what you have is enough for you to become whatever you want to be.
I just don't know who I am without you.
You're Ken.
But it's Barbie and Ken. There is no just Ken.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, your culinary show, an experience like no other. But let's experience some worlds of entertainment, especially when it comes to all things diving into this session. And of course, diving into all our favorite celebrities. Now, first up on our list is something that might be a little bit more sadder than usual, but we bring it to you nonetheless.
Zahara is fighting for her life in hospital. Now, the award-winning songstress and reality TV star Zahara was reportedly to be in intensive care and allegedly in need of a liver transplant. Now, the family of the songstress issued an official statement this week on her social media platforms confirming this tragic news that the singer is currently in hospital and asking for privacy and prayers for her speedy recovery. We are certainly sending you all of those prayers.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you up to date with that story, but all our love, all our best wishes are going that way. Well, let's carry on with the world of entertainment news, and Siya Kolisi is talking about going to therapy. Interesting stuff indeed, yes, from being raised by a woman to witnessing violence in the township and his own home before reaching the age of 16. Now, Siya Kolisi opened up about going to therapy in his late 20s in order to start the healing process of the hardships that he had to face. Now, he also speaks about the Kolisi Foundation and explained why he is so passionate about speaking against gender-based violence, and admitted that his aunt and mother were the first people he knew that were being abused. Now, this man is just truly going above and beyond, constantly showing us what it means to be a true South African, but also his humbleness is just something we absolutely love. We've got something great for you to see just to get you even more inspired.
In this moment where you are right now is probably where you're supposed to be. You are enough, you are important, you are worth it. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, you are capable of doing it. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't make it because they came from a different home or they have this. It doesn't matter. What you are and what you have is enough for you to become whatever you want to be.
Certainly very inspirational.
Yeah, it's giving me goosebumps just listening to it again. You can see how he took us all the way through to the World Cup final, and I think he's going to do so much more for the country too.
Definitely with his foundation. We are now moving our attention to Hollywood because Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling got a Grammy nomination for the movie Barbie. Now, Margot was stunned in the 1964 Barbie replica. She had this look as she hit the red carpet of the 2023 Gotham Awards, reacting to the incredible success of the movie and the reception it has received. And in addition to that, Ryan Gosling's showstopper performance has also bagged him a Grammy nomination. This comes as no surprise, as the movie includes the music was some of the biggest things for 2023.
It really was. It's really started trending. I saw all, not even tweens, but big adults and everybody just getting involved in this one, and clearly caught us all by surprise. We didn't expect this to be that good. It's something I'm still adding to my bucket list after hearing all the hype. I'm very, very impressed of what I've been hearing so far. Guys and girls alike are saying yay for this one.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm feeling a bit out of date here. I need to definitely see this, especially after hearing this one. But look, let's stick to New York right now. Let's stick to the Americas, because our one and only, someone we can stand behind and be proud, Maknosa takes on New York City. Yes, Laduma Ngokolo, the owner of the South African luxury fashion brand Maknosa, took to social media to share that he is set to open a store in New York early 2024. Now, starting from the bottom to having the homegrown brand resonate with fashion markets worldwide, it's a big congratulations goes to him for putting the Maxhosa brand at the forefront of African luxury, premium and mass heritage fashion and lifestyle. And I actually saw someone like, I think it was not Rick Ross, but one of those big like producers actually getting involved in this and actually rocking it out. So it's insane how well this is being accepted, not only by South Africans, but everybody around the world. And this is what it's about. And it gives us every reason to celebrate our South Africans and get behind them. So maybe if you are traveling abroad next year, you can don yourself one of those Maxhosa gears and just look the absolute nines when it comes to your dress.
Well, let's head on over into the kitchen. That was your entertainment news.
Thank you so much, guys. Listen, this is something that I think you can do with the entire family. The little ones will love it. Now, first and foremost, celebrate 85 years of sharing with Beacon this holiday season when you purchase any 2 Beacon products and have a chance to win your share of 850,000 Rand in cash. Now, just to give you a bit of a festive idea of what we can do here, we've got a bit of a brownie that we've molded into a pine cone shape. We got some Cocoa Pop flakes as well and some melted chocolates. So I'm just going to pop this in here for a second. I mean, this is going to be a delectable little festive treat. And then we're going to pop this part that we've kind of just wrapped those Cocoa Pops around into a tree, and then we're going to finish off the bottom just now. But I mean, for the past 85 years, Beacon has been creating the much-loved sweets and chocolates that bring magic to everyday occasions, from a humble family business in Durban to the biggest confectionery brand in our country. Every delicious Beacon treat is our way of rewarding you, Mzansi, for the many things you do to make our country absolutely incredible. So let's quickly just show you how to finish off. You're going to take a couple of flakes like this, and you're going to start just working your way around and just pop them into the brownie mix. They'll stick like that. And let's do one more here. Oh, that one is sick. Just like so. And you're going to carry on all the way around until you get that real pine cone effect. And of course, for your hard work and resilience, you deserve a rather tasty reward, don't you agree? Which is why 50 lucky winners will each win 8,500 Rand and another 8,500 Rand for a friend. Now, to stand a chance at being one of the many winners, buy any 2 Beacon products, dial the USSD code *120 *3683#, or you can WhatsApp 066 412 2275 and follow the prompts. It's really that easy. T's and C's can be found on the Beacon website, and this competition closes on the 24th of December this year, so make sure you get busy and entering. And this is where the magic happens, because check this out. And now we're creating it just over like that. Come on. You see, fun for the whole family. Get entering. It is fantastic competition.
I'm going to be honest, that does look good. Well played, brother. No, don't go anywhere, Mzansi, because as you can see, we are diving into the season. Christmas is almost upon us, so we're going to talk about some great gifting ideas. And then, seeing that this is a culinary experience like no other on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we're going to be making some mocha thumbprints. Yeah, you heard correctly. I'm also dying to find out what it is, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this. Can I have some now, bro?
Yeah, come get, bro. Come get.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, welcome back, Mzansi. And let's be honest, it is feeling so good right here. And it's going to continue to feel even better because we're going to continue to celebrate our teachers with 10 out of 10 gifts that will shower them with absolute appreciation. So here to take us through some fun, festive and flavorful foodie gifts that will help with that sweet tooth during the holidays, of course, the one and only Chef Clam. Bro, before we even get into this gifting, I want to talk about just your experience. Is there anything like a teacher has mentioned to you maybe back in the day that just really just stood with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Mrs. Claassen. If you're out there, what's up? She said to me, a ship only sinks if it lets the water in. You don't have to let the water in.
Oh,
that means pick your battles.
All right. But what we can let in is some great gifting, right? And
pick your battles, pick some great gifts.
This is what I... Firstly, that's so profound. I'm still trying to process that, but that teacher clearly had a lot going on because she's gotten you to where you are right now, an esteemed personality, a whole brand, and so many other things.
Whenever I'm about to do something that I know is silly, that was, what would Mrs. Claassen do? Then I rectify my life immediately, back on the straight and narrow. There we go.
I think after she saw you at the Eat Out Awards hosting the whole thing, she must have been like, yeah, I'm a good teacher.
There we go.
So how do we reward teachers like this? What ideas do you have for those teachers that stand out, that really need to be celebrated? What have you got that's going to tick that box?
And Woolies is all about that, celebrating those teachers that are out there. So they've come through with the most amazing gifts this year. And every year what we look forward to is as equal to, like, you know, when they switch the lights on in the city? You know? Another equally massive event, even Woolies comes out with their designs of the new tins for each year, and it gets better and better and better. And we at Woolies flip tradition on its head. We actually sell biscuit tins that have biscuits inside. Not needlework, not slips, no.
It's funny because it's true though, bro.
It's actual biscuits inside.
And they really do make it hard for you to actually throw this packaging away.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
so
like
beautiful.
art, honestly, wow.
So what I do is I actually buy these for Meg every year, and then she uses these for her makeup. We're keeping that tradition going where it's not only biscuits. She keeps her makeup in there when she's traveling between events, and these are really great for that. But I mean, the besties, this year the besties are in the tin as well. Love that. We're also seeing the amazing spice collection and all the homegrown flavors that we really know as South Africans. It's in a style that we like, almost Indian different style. I mean, Dibba spice box style. It's so beautiful, but what catches your eye first is these amazing tins. What's inside them is amazing, all locally produced. We know those producers. It's around the corner. That's how local it is. But then you get the keepsake of these amazing tins at the end of it.
That is beautiful stuff.
Moving over here, talking about keepsakes, every year Woolies comes out with those bread kits, and this year they've done exactly the same. So we've got the garlic and beer bread kit. But again, you're buying it for the delicious bread that you're going to make and create those magical moments with your family over the festive season.
So it's an experience.
But then you've got the bucky.
Nice.
There we
These
go.
things are useful, right?
It's so useful. Pop them on the fire. It's enamel coated as well. So you can put it on the braai, in the oven, stovetop. I love them. It's absolutely amazing.
The gift that keeps on giving. I like that one, yeah.
Angus beef, biltong. We know we're all about the sustainability. No routine antibiotics, no growth stimulants, none of that. This is the beef and nothing but the beef, okay? And the packaging's absolutely amazing. And we know Angus beef has a perfect balance of fat and meat. South Africa in a box right there.
Nice.
More baking kits. We've got the brownie baking kit. And yes, even down to our baking kits, sustainability first. If it's not sustainable and we're not getting our cocoa from a sustainable place, we're not putting it on shelves. Sustainability first, and then again, keepsake, that beautiful dish that you get with it. Memories, memories. You get to use it over and over again.
Is that something you could pop in the oven and utilize again and again?
100%, absolutely. More of the gifts that give you a little bit of something at the end of it is the chopping board's really amazing because here's something that we really go above and beyond. Everybody can make a chopping board, right?
Yeah.
What we've done is we've ensured that the species that is being used when we actually harvest, when we actually get the plants, we produce these amazing boards. It's not damaging to the environment at all, and in fact, it's not species that we need in South Africa. It's sustainably sourced wood. We don't have to. We do that because, I mean, it's farming for the future, thinking about the future and our good business journey. That's in there.
Come on, I'm loving this.
What did I talk about? Right. We're reflecting. In 2024, we're reflecting. Woolies now have the tea set with a journal. There we go.
Oh, that is smart.
Dear Diary, today IRL de morning. You write that stuff down. And my wife got me onto journaling, just like documenting life as you go through it. Amazing. And it's kicking off in 2024. Everybody's journaling. Plus, we're giving you a cup of tea to enjoy it all. Teachers are gonna love these gifts. And what I love the most is the fact that, yes, there's amazing things inside of them, but at the end of it, there's something that you still get to keep that reminds you of that person, that teacher. The teacher reminds of you.
Bro, if you would have to choose, because I'm trying to figure out, like, well, I wish I had more teachers in my life because I need to buy all of these. Which one did you choose as a favorite, if you had to?
If I had to buy this for Goeiemorgen, Mr. Ramone. If I had to buy it for you, I would 100% go with, I know that you're always hiking, so I would get you the beef, the biltong set, you know, put in your pocket there, snack.
It is convenient, it really is.
Sustainability, and I know that's your vibe. I know that'll suit you so well.
Yeah, that would, man. I think for myself as well, if I was to try to think of any teachers out there right now, what's coming to mind? I would honestly say this, for me, is not only screaming the fact that there's biscuits inside, but the fact that it has this sort of like floral arrangement that just reminds you of art, and it's indigenous at the same time. I'm thinking of like my bio teacher right now, to be honest. Like this is something that Miss Watson would love. Miss Watson, if you are listening, if you are still out there, then this is something that I would hopefully love to give to you. So in honor of all the teachers out there, I want to say thank you for coming through and serving us. And this is our opportunity to celebrate them and give back. And for you, if you're looking for this gift inspiration, Woolies is clearly the best place to find it. And they have got a little something for everyone under one roof. So you can shop it in store, online, and of course on the app. And it doesn't stop there, because we've got a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card to give away. And all you need to do is to visit our competition post on the Expresso Facebook or X, which is formerly known as Twitter, or your Instagram page, and tell us, what Woolies gift would you give to your favorite teacher? You've seen all the incredible options here, and don't forget to include the hashtag Woolies Christmas in your answer. And the competition closes at midnight on Thursday. That's the 30th of November. And the T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Well played, bro.
Thank you, Mr. Damone.
Oh, this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
La 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 la.
This is how we do it.
Oh, this is how we do it.
Oh, well, listen, we are back in the kitchen because we promised you a culinary extravaganza today. And we all know that local is lacquer, and the proof is definitely in the pudding with our lacquer mocha thumbprint cookies using Nestle cocoa powder and Nestle's whipping cream. Now, this is just in time to fill up those cookie jars, and we have the one and only Sebastian Newman in studio to show us how it is done. You got some cheers? Woo!
My 5-man fan club. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
You are amazing at what you do, and we always love learning from you.
Thanks. So today we're going to be making mocha thumbprint cookies, right? So we're going to have cookie dough. So you might have some cookie dough to take home later.
You have to keep some cookie dough for me. Right. I love raw dough, batter, the whole works.
Liquor. Let's get into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our cookie dough. While I do that, you've got some Nestle dough over there.
Ooh.
I need you to just break that into that bowl for me.
Okay, are we going solos?
Yeah, bo. Then I'm going to start with our dough so long. So we got some butter over here and some sugar. And we're going to cream that together. Let me just make sure I know how to use this thing.
Ooh. And it's always tricky in the beginning, but eventually it softens up and it blends beautifully with the sugar.
Slowly but surely, we've got to just, you know, make it go. So you're making a ganache over there. And did you know that ganache was actually discovered by accident?
How?
So in the 19th century, he's young lesson over here.
You sound like Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory.
An apprentice was clumsy and spilled some cream into chocolate. And they were like, okay, let's see where this goes. And now we've got something that we all love today.
That is incredible.
Cool, eh? So just going to add my last piece of butter. Let's not make a mess over here. Butter in there. And then I'm going to add a young egg into that. So Zoe, cookies, fan. You're obviously a fan. You're more fan of the dough.
Love cookies, love the dough. Sometimes I just make the dough with every intention of putting it in the oven and it never gets there.
And never get there. Shame.
You laughed. Just last week I made a chocolate chip cookie batter and the ball was this big, and then load shedding hit, so I couldn't put it in the oven. And then yesterday I opened the fridge and there's like a tiny ball left. I just keep taking little bits of cookie dough.
It's okay, it's okay. So obviously, like, you'll want this to go for just a little bit longer till it's nice and fluffy and light. And then into that we're going to add an egg. And we're going to just continue creaming over here.
So when we make the ganache, what's the best way to do this? Because we are using the Nestle whipping cream, and we are about to also add the Nestle cocoa powder. What is incredible about our Nestle products that we are using today is we are using the delicious Nestle cocoa powder to bring out the rich chocolate taste in cakes, and you get to enjoy it in hot beverages. And for our ganache, we are using the Nestle whipping cream. This will give your favorite sweet and savory dishes the love they've been looking for and longing for with the Nestle whipping cream. To get your hands on this recipe, we have it on our website, that is expressoshow.com. And for more delicious Nestle recipes, you can go to their website, that's recipeswithlove.co.za.
So just to catch up with you there, you're actually not going to add the Nestle cocoa powder into your ganache. You've already got your chocolatey flavor.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to add some Rick coffee into that. So it's going to be that extra mocha flavor. And you know, chocolate and coffee together, match made in heaven. Coffee actually brings out the chocolatey flavor in chocolate, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. So we're just going to add about a giant tablespoon.
That's
We're adding that in there.
Then what I'm doing on this side is about a half a cup of our Nestle cocoa powder into the batter over here, and we're almost there. We're almost going to make our cookies. So to answer your question, because you did ask me a question earlier about how are we going to do our ganache.
How are we making? Are we popping this in the microwave?
Yes, you're going to add your Nestle whipping cream into there.
Okay.
And then you're going to pop it in the microwave. I would do it in like intervals, just because you don't want the cream to get too hot, the chocolate to seize up or anything like that. So you just pop it into the microwave, and then you've got what it's going to look like in front of you over there.
So this will go into our microwave.
Let me just fold this.
And we'll do it in small little increments so that we don't burn or seize the chocolate. We've got some ready-made ganache here. I love cooking on TV. They just do the steps for you.
So easy, eh? And at home, you don't need to like measure out anything for yourself.
Gosh, you know what makes cooking at home so much more difficult is there you have to clean the dishes.
For me, it's the cleaning. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Anyway, our dough's almost ready. I'm just going to use this spatula over here to fold this together because I don't want to make too much of a mess. And then we're going to get to the fun part of this.
So what type of texture, consistency are we looking for with this batter?
So we obviously want it to be workable, right? But we don't want it to be too soft. So if it is too soft, what you can do is you can pop it into the fridge for just about 30 minutes. And that will just harden it up just a little bit so that you can...
There's butter in there, so that will just... Okay.
But I'm going to see if I can just give you one cookie to work with here quickly.
Yes, please. Thank you. No pressure. Time's running out.
Almost there. Almost there. It is looking a bit soft, but I'm just going to go for one. So what I would do is I would grab about a tablespoon like that, pop it into... It's a bit soft.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll roll that, and then you'll pop it onto your tray, and then it's thumbprint cookies, and we need to put our ganache in there, right? So you're going to just make a little bit of a thumbprint. Work with us here.
Can we add a little bit of flour to that?
Obviously, when you've put it in the fridge, just for a little bit, for it to just harden up just a bit.
Because you also don't want to change the measurements.
Yes,
so you also don't want to add too much flour.
Dry cookie. But your ganache is only going to go in once you've baked it. So you're going to bake it for 5 minutes in the oven. Rotate your tray. Bake it for another 5 minutes. Take it out. Let it cool down for about 10 minutes. Pop your ganache in, let it sit, and then you can keep it in the fridge for about a week. And live your best life. Or like you'll eat the dough.
I'll eat the batter. Tell me, have you tried baking a cookie in the air fryer?
I haven't yet, but I am a huge fan of an air fryer, so I'm not...
Because this is amazing for people like me that will make the whole batter, but you just want one cookie. You can do that.
You can do it in the air
fryer. Are we going to taste our cookies?
We can. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my mic that's falling off here.
Okay. Well, you fix yourself. I'll hand you a lovely cookie.
Thank you.
There we go. These are our mocha thumbprint cookies. It's chocolatey. It's good. Cheers. It's delicious. It is moist. There's nothing worse than a dry cookie. And this is... Okay.
Sorry.
I have to tell you about Okay, are you okay?
I'm good. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Okay. Well, I've got cookie all over. you stand a chance to win inverters, canister stoves and Nestle hampers to keep you cooking this festive season. Oh, listen. To enter the Whip, Whisk and Win competition, all you have to do is buy 2 participating Nestle Dairy Culinary products. You dial *120 *440# and you follow the prompts.
Oh. It's okay, Zoe.
Ah, the magic of live TV. Zoe, keep it together, my girl. Just leave us some cookies as well. That was fun. Thank you very much, Sebastian. You're always such a legend. Listen, we're going to take, I think, a well-deserved break at this stage. When we come back, this incredible man, Warren, is here. We are talking about Queen. It's a kind of magic tribute show. It is back, yes, and it is on fire. We're going to give you a little bit of a taste of things to come right here live on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Motebo Makete joins us back in the Culinary Hotline, making something absolutely delicious that you do not want to miss. We'll see you just now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3, and it really is all about those feel good vibes this morning. Now, next up, following its sold-out concerts in 2022, Queen, It's a Kind of Magic tribute show returns. Yes, we are excited. We are here for it, and joining us right now, Warren Vernon Driscoll, who plays Freddie Mercury, the lead singer for Queen, It's a Kind of Magic, and he is here to tell us everything we need to know about this incredible show. Let's give him a feel good welcome, everyone. Warren Vernon Driscoll, it's good to have you. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Warren, I went to the last show you did here and it was incredible. I think the crowd, we were on our feet most of the show, singing along to every song you were performing. How does it feel being back for round 2?
I mean, it's always amazing to perform on home turf. I mean, I'm from Cape Town, so it's really nice to be able to sing for everyone we know, friends and family, and the extended South African hears, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, look, we are excited. We are here for it. I mean, Queen is just, one of those timeless artists. You cannot get tired of it. The music is just unbelievable. What are you bringing this time around to Cape Town and Durban? What can we expect?
I mean, it's all the outlandish costumes, obviously. We've got all the lights and big LED screens that enhance the show. We take a meticulous detail to what we have on stage. So Rusty Red, who plays Brian May, plays an identical Red special. Oh, wow. We've got the drum skins from what Queen would have used. So and even the boots that I wear are actually what Freddie wore, the boxing boots that he wore. Really? Not his exact ones, but it took a while to find those shoes. So we've taken a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, and a strong focus on authenticity.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, it's always so exciting because you're in South Africa right now, you're doing your tour in Cape Town, and after the South African leg, you're heading to Australia. How important is it for you being able to play Freddie Mercury's music, to keep his memory alive and his legacy living on?
So the first thing I say to everybody is that there's only ever going to be one Freddie Mercury. That's very important to understand, that I feel. And I do this the best way I can relate to him, which is by giving the energy on stage, singing the music in the correct key, and then, using the mannerisms, etc. So it feels special to be able to do that, but there's still a little bit of me on stage too. And I feel really privileged to be able to share a stage, essentially, with him.
Yeah. May I ask, how long have you been stepping into this role?
With
this show?
About 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now. I'm not counting, I'm just going.
I mean, you must have had some incredible, magical experiences taking this show abroad. I mean, what is it about this particular show? Because people come back every single time.
I think the difference is we're not a musical, so we don't have a storyline, we don't have a narrative to follow. We are a straight-up rock and roll show that tries to recreate the feeling of watching Queen live. So we're not going to have any timeline things. It's just we hit the stage and we play every single hit that Queen wrote. Well, most of them. We can't play all of them. We don't have time for that, really.
Yeah, there's a lot, but really giving that concert experience.
Yeah, it's straight up a concert.
Oh, and that's what people want. People are so excited to, relive those moments. I remember watching the movie Bohemian Rhapsody for the first time with my mom. And when we left the cinema, I said, oh my word, you grew up in such an incredible era. I wish we had concerts like they had back then.
Of course, it was such an inspiring time for music in general. Yeah, it wasn't easy to release music, and the music that took off was really special. So I feel that was, it's awesome.
Are there plans for you to, perhaps break out of this role and bring out music of your own, or are you enjoying being able to be in this position?
At the moment, I'm content. I have released some stuff in the past, and in the future, I hope to do some as well. But at the moment, I'm really happy. It's a challenging role, and that's what any musician or entertainer would ask for, I'd say.
No, I think it's an incredible role that you step into, and to step into the shoes of an iconic rock star like Freddie Mercury, and taking it all over the world must be an experience like none other.
Yeah.
Especially taking a look at how the different audiences also maybe react and what you get from the audience.
Yeah, that's true. Everywhere you go, there's a different song that seems to get the audience going. So, some days it will be Bohemian Rhapsody, other days it will be I Want to Ride My Bicycle. You just don't know what people are going to love.
What is it for South Africans?
Well, so far this year, I'd say it's We Are the Champions.
Definitely. We are the champions indeed. What are the plans for 2024 with this show?
So we have a massive, massive Canadian tour coming up, about 40 shows, which is over 3 months. So that's quite intense. I think that's the main one I'm focused about. And then there are a few other shows that I think will be popping up along the way too. But so far we booked quite intensely in Canada for now.
Yeah, but it seems like we are going to be seeing you back in 24 as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, for sure, man. Listen, we're going to give you a taste of what's to come because this man is going to perform for us in just a bit. But if you would like to pull through, I suggest you do not miss it. It's a Kind of Magic Tribute Show. It's going to be at the Grand Arena in Grand West on Saturday, the 9th of December at 8 p.m. You can get your tickets at itickets.co.za.
Cannot wait for that magic, but for now, though, it's just gone on the hour. Perfect timing to dive one last time into our first headlines, and that being national news. Now, the Ministry of Correctional Services has warned that action will be taken against officials who provide assistance to prisoners to have mobile phones smuggled into their cells. Now, the warning follows information that the Department of Correctional Services seized some 21,000 cell phones in prisons from May to October this year. Now, the Correctional Services Act prohibits prisoners from having mobile phones with them, and the Commissioner of Correctional Services, Makgoti Tabogale, says they are tightening security up at all correctional facilities in South Africa. Well, carrying on with national headlines, the Tourism Department is investigating the spending of 48 million rand on the refurbishment of the Manyane Game Lodge in Mahikeng, Northwest. Now, the project had been delayed for almost 7 years, and several contractors were appointed since to complete the project, but nothing was done. Now, Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille visited the Game Lodge on Monday and said that the matter would be investigated. Now, tourism is a major economic driver in the Northwest, and Manyane Game Lodge was once an impressive tourist attraction, but it's presently in a dire state. Well, moving over to international headlines, and Sierra Leone's government has designated Sunday's disorder in which armed men attacked institutions in the capital city as an attempted coup. Now, President Julius Maada Bio said that gunmen had tried to subvert and overthrow the government when they attacked a military barracks and some prisons, freeing around 2,000 inmates. Now, at least 19 people comprising security force members and a civilian died in the violence. And it's reported that the attempt had failed horribly, and many of the leaders were either in police custody or on the run. Well, carrying on with the headlines, all 41 construction workers who were trapped in a collapsed mountain tunnel for 17 days in northern India have been brought to safety. Hours after a rescue crew drilled through the debris of rock, concrete and mud to reach them. Now, following days of multiple rescue attempts that hit obstacles just meters from reaching the men, they were eventually pulled out yesterday through a 90-centimeter wide steel pipe. Now, the intricate and painstaking efforts to save them had been closely watched on TV by millions across the country for days. Now, lastly, an additional surprise this year awaits the huge number of local visitors and tourists being expected during the festive season in Cape Town. Now, this as the inaugural Seawalls Artists for Oceans public art project in Africa has left a lasting legacy for ocean conservation and community activism in Cape Town. Now, it's not only activism, but artism too, with 18 mural artists, including 4 from abroad, which have adorned the walls of 16 buildings around the mother city with powerful works on major ocean topics. Now, from the scourge of plastic pollution to the need for community action to protect ocean livelihoods, the murals have a lifespan of up to 7 years and will remind everyone of the vital role of the oceans in sustaining life on Earth. Well, that's all we have for you when it comes to our news headlines, but we're diving into sport. And one last time, here's Ewan, the latest.
Thank you so much, Ryle. Let's quickly take a last look at your sport headlines for your Wednesday morning. Starting off with rugby news. SA Rugby has revealed the nominees for this year's SA Rugby Awards. In the Men's Player of the Year race, Rugby World Cup champions Pieter Steph du Toit, Eben Etzebeth, Siya Kolisi, Frans Malherbe and Damian Willemse compete for the prestigious honour. Now, Nadine Roos defends her Springbok Women's Player of the Year title against strong contenders Azez Ahele, Babalwa Lacha and Rights Mkari. Now, the Young Player of the Year category sees Ruan Venter entering the competition alongside nominees from the previous year, where Kenan Moody emerged victorious over Sasha Feinberg Ngomezulu, Jaden Hendrickse and Evan Roos. Then to cricket news this morning, Glenn Maxwell's explosive century outshone Ruturaj Gaikwad's brilliant 123 as Australia secured a dramatic last ball win against India in the third T20 International, keeping the 5-match series alive. Despite India's formidable 222 for 3 with Gaikwad's rapid 57-ball innings, Maxwell, who earlier conceded 30 runs in his sole over, smashed an unbeaten 104 or 48 balls. Now the thrilling 5-wicket victory sets the stage for the fourth match in Raipur on Friday, with the series culminating in Bengaluru 2 days later. Then in football news this morning, the Women's Super League and Championship are set to break free from the English Football Association, establishing a club-owned entity called NUCO. Now, led by former executive Nikki Doucet, the move aims to transition all 24 clubs to the new governance structure by the 2024-25 season. Now, each WSL and Championship club will become a shareholder in the innovative model. WSL aspires to become the world's first billion-pound women's league within the next decade, marking a significant evolution in women's football. And we end up with tennis news. Defending Australian Open champion Aryna Sabalenka gears up for her title defence, confirming her participation in the Brisbane International commencing December the 31st. Also set to compete is Elena Rybakina, the finalist Sabalenka defeated in Melbourne earlier this year. Naomi Osaka, making her tennis comeback, headlines the women's field, while the men's draw includes rising star Ben Shelton and 3-time Grand Slam victor Andy Murray. And that is your sport headlines for your Wednesday morning. Right now, let's take a last look at what's happening out on the roads and your weather.
Thank you, Ewan. Let's start off with your traffic in East London. There is heavy congestion on Western Avenue due to load shedding. Expect delays. In Cape Town, there's heavy congestion on the R300 northbound at that ramp to Old Paarl. Expect delays and add more travel time to your journey. That's your traffic. Let's take another look at your weather. And after a week in which the South African Weather Service issued warnings each day concerning the sweltering heat in most parts of the country, there's no such warning for today. However, the Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for thunderstorms leading to gusty winds, small hail and heavy downpours. Those are expected over the northern part and the western part of KwaZulu-Natal, the central and southern parts of Limpopo and in places over Mpumalanga. A warning has also been issued for extreme high fire danger conditions, which are expected over the central parts of the Northern Cape, the southwestern parts of the Free State, and the low veld of Limpopo. Well, it is 8 o'clock, so here's a final look at your sunrise views. And Nancy sent through our photo this morning from Umkuma's in KZN. Thank you, Nancy, for that beautiful sunrise view. If you would love to share yours, do so on our WhatsApp line. That number is 063-408-8863. Here's a final look at your temperatures for your Wednesday.
Loving those temperatures. It's feeling like a little bit of summer, and the fact that we don't have too many warnings as well. That means we can celebrate. And here's something else we could possibly celebrate, because you could become Mzansi's next millionaire. And that's when you play the Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 24 million rand in total estimated jackpots. today. Yes, that's right. Now, the Lotto jackpot is estimated at 3 million, the Lotto Plus at 1 million rand, and the Lotto Plus 2 at 20 million rand. Now, it is always the only way that you stand a chance of winning, and that is by playing. That's the only way you can get involved. So you can buy your tickets now in store and on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's also the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, or you could simply be dialing *120 *7529 hash, and then your USSDs will show up and follow the rest. It's as simple as that. Now, we've also done the liberty of posting all the details on our social media channels, so you can go check them out and start choosing your numbers. Now, will you be the next millionaire? I don't know. You got to play to find out. Panda, push up, play, and find out. And good luck.
Thank you very much, Ryle. Are you creating a little sweet snack for us?
I'm trying to redeem myself in the kitchen, you know. I'm just trying to stand here without having to giggle.
I don't know if I should ask what exactly happened.
It was just a moment that went really south, so how about I make it a bit sweeter? What's happening on the show?
A sweet cookie. Okay, yes, so after the break, we're back with the Culinary Hotline. Motebo Makete is here, and there's going to be something delicious be created here in the studio, in the kitchen, a panna cotta.
A matcha.
I'm telling you, a matcha. I didn't want to give away too much, but a panna cotta is one of those things you look at and you're like, I don't know. Can I not? Is it difficult? Is it... Oh, I don't know. But we're going to sort you out after the break. Thanks, Zoe.
We'll see. Here's a something sweeter. A sweet cookie.
Okay.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are back in the kitchen with the third and final installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling! My final guest chef is Chef Motebo Makete. Can I just say, can I say your title, what you won this year? It is Eat Out Woolworths Cocoa Berry Dessert Queen of the Year! Of the Year! Okay, at the awards, when she found out that she won, okay, I wish we had footage of it because you were speechless.
Yeah.
The more I was trying to tell you, you're going to France, you're going to France. You were like, no, I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not.
I did not believe.
You are going to France.
I still don't believe.
And it's such an amazing, honestly, it is, I feel the excitement for you. Not only are you going to France and experiencing the amazing culinary world that is there, you're taking our South African food there and representing. I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. It is so amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
You also cooked for 800 people a few Sundays ago. How did that feel?
That was insane. Like, that was the best thing ever. Like, in my mind, I was like, I've already won, whatever. Like, I'm just here. So when everyone was calling me, I was like, why are you guys trying to kill me?
What a mission. I mean, first time that Eat Out ever had a full female brigade leading, cooking the food for the 800+ people. And they ended it off on an amazing note with one of your desserts. Absolutely amazing. This morning, you're making another one of those amazing desserts. What are you making for us this morning?
Okay, so this morning it's a matcha panna cotta. Nothing too complicated, but I feel like it's so good and it's so delicious. Really simple to prepare, but like really has a big punch of flavor.
So, to what Ewan was saying earlier, is it easy, isn't it easy? This is a recipe our viewers at home should try.
It is, it's super easy.
Take me through it, let's go. So, where do we start?
Okay, so what we're first going to do is that we're going to take our cream and we're going to heat that up. But you don't want it to boil, you just want to heat it up.
I'm going to swap sides with you.
Okay, no worries. So
and
just take your
I don't want to fast forward, but this is how beautiful it looks when it comes out. It is absolutely amazing. What I love about panna cotta is not a lot of ingredients are needed to put it all together. So you've got cream, you're going with some sugar now, and it's the gelatine that brings it all together. And I see you've already bloomed this.
Yes.
And all it is the dry gelatine powder with a little bit of cold water. And once it becomes foamy and spongy, that's when you're good to go.
Exactly. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my salt as well and the vanilla. So just vanilla paste is always good. Just add that. It's like a nice, it just brings everything together. Okay, and you don't want to waste this, so just take a bit of
We don't waste. We don't waste. So you are head pastry chef at Jordan Restaurant by Martinez Ferreira. Martinez Ferreira, love that man. How much of your influence, of your bringing up, in your food experiences, do you get to put on that menu and get to play around the flavors? How much of Mateba is in the dessert section?
Well, the lovely thing is, like, with Chef, it's like you bring him whatever. He says, listen, I'm in the mood for, there's lots of strawberries. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Make him a dessert. He tastes it. He maybe changes this, changes that. If he's happy with it, it goes on the menu. So you have a lot of freedom with that, which I really appreciate. But also a lot of guidance, you know, because there's certain things, obviously, I will miss or I won't think about that other people can also think about. So that's what I love about it. Our whole team is so, like, we're so big on sharing and, like, giving ideas and all that and critiquing everything. So I'm really thankful for that.
And again, he is an amazing, amazing chef, an amazing leader as well. Talk to me about your food philosophy. If you had to summarize yours, I know it's very difficult because even people ask me that, I get like, huh? But if you had to like somehow summarize your philosophy around food.
Food should always have like a little pinch of love. Like that's my biggest philosophy. Always put a little bit of love, a little bit of yourself in it. Don't just, you know, throw something together. I always try to give everything my all. And if it's not perfect, don't send it. Yeah. Because that's just my philosophy on food. But it shouldn't be just something that you don't think about. I always think about everything, think about how people are going to enjoy the experience, and just try and make it like fun and enjoyable for everyone.
I love that. I'm going to ask you all the hard questions today while you're cooking. But first, let's catch up with the recipe. So, gelatine's going in now. And again, you said don't bring it to a boil, just heat it through.
You just want to dissolve the sugar because you don't necessarily need to boil everything. So just going to add the milk. And then can I give
Do you need a silicone spatula?
Yes, please.
I got that. I got that. Okay, cool. So while I'm busy getting you a silicone spatula, talking about equipment that I'm getting, can you talk to me about what's on your apron? I feel like every chef nowadays has to rock the tweezer. Talk to me about it.
The tweezer, the infamous tweezer. It just helps. It's like an extension. It's an extra finger.
It's for those finer. It's for those finer details to go and drop it.
Yeah, you look cooler doing it.
You do look cooler doing it. I love it.
It's more a fashion statement than anything. You know, the chefs also need to have, like, fashion. This is our fashion.
It's your fashion. Okay, we'll get a demonstration of Chef Mo using the fancy tweezers in a second. Okay, second difficult question. For the young females specifically out there that want to get into the chefing industry, because for a very long time, the chefing industry was male-dominated, and we're seeing this, like, power, like, surge of females just taking over the industry. What advice do you have for the grade 11s, for the matrics, or even people that have left high school that are like now falling in love with food? What advice do you have for them wanting to get into the food industry?
There's nothing wrong with wanting to get into the food industry. If anything, you deserve to be in the food industry. And I don't know. I think there's this narrative that like women can be so difficult, and that's not the case. You want something so badly, so you're going to be passionate about it. So I think as long as you have your passion and you're so focused and driven, no one can tell you anything, in my opinion. Like, it's honestly, the sky's the limit. No one's going to tell you you can't do it. And if people tell you you can't, just prove them wrong. Just prove everyone wrong.
That's the best thing.
Just prove everyone.
them wrong. I love it. Okay. Gelatine's gone in, matcha is going in.
So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of our mixture. I'm going to turn this down a bit. Just take a little bit of the hot mixture and pour it in here.
Is that the general, like how we would work with matcha first? We'd kind of like...
I just don't want any lumps.
Oh.
So I would rather just sort of dissolve it in here first so that it's easier when it dissolves in the mixture. I just don't want lumps. It will still dissolve, but to me, I don't know.
Perfection.
I try.
That's the thing about pastry chefs, right? I feel like they are perfectionists.
See, I wasn't always... Like, if you see my cupboard at home, I'm definitely not a perfectionist. But...
Next week, tune in as we go behind the scenes to see what's truly happening in Chef Mo's closet. No, you won't do that.
Don't do that, because, yeah. But this is the only place where I always feel in control, and I love feeling in control. So if you can control everything, that's what I feel like with pastry. People don't like to think about that, but you can control how everything starts and ends. You just need to be focused about it. But from start to end, you can control how much you're putting, how less you're putting, and the final result will always be perfect as long as you are in control of everything.
It's a science.
So, yeah,
it's a discipline, yeah.
It is. It is a form of a science. You can't... A teaspoon isn't just like... Oh, that looks... Just put the correct teaspoon. I'm telling you, everything will be perfect.
Everything.
Yes.
Looking at the vibrant colour of the matcha, was it maybe intentional that it matches the colour of the Jordan apron?
I have to represent.
Yes, you have to represent. Talking about Jordan Restaurant, talk me through very briefly, again, difficult question, a day in the life of Chef Mo. In the restaurant, what time do you wake up? What happens? How do you end your day? But we got to do the whole thing in like 30 seconds.
Okay.
And go.
First, I wake up, have a cup of coffee because it's mandatory. I get to work already. People are complaining and they're coming to me with their problems. coming to me with their problems. I'm somehow now a therapist. I need a raise, please. And we start cooking. We start making sure everything's perfect. And service is always amazing. It's always a rush. And it's always thrilling. And then I go home, and then people are still complaining, and I still don't care. But that's honestly my day.
I thought we were going to go, yeah, South Africa. We went, yeah, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's something people don't talk about is chefs complain a lot. But we love complaining. I think if you don't complain as a chef, then...
You're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. Just complain. I complain. I'm the queen of complaining. But it gets the job done.
It's the ownership for me. It's the ownership, and it's like, I am proud that I'm the complainer. But it is a quite intense environment.
Yes.
It's a small kitchen. It's people that are very passionate about what's happening. The temperature, the physical temperature is high, except for you maybe in the pastry kitchen. But you're confined in a space with a lot of passionate people. Things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen.
But it's just like outside. Like, you know, sometimes there's so many outside factors that, like, people don't think about. But it's all about the end product.
The end product.
It doesn't matter what happens in the background. It's just about the end product.
Talking about the end product, I've been talking way too much. So you've got all the elements.
Yes.
You've got that mixture. What happens is your mixture goes into a silicone mold and sits in the fridge.
In the fridge.
In the fridge. And you take it out and it looks like this. And
yes.
I don't want to be near because I want to see the magic happen right now. Chef Mo, will you go ahead and plate it up for us?
Okay, so this is the panna cotta, so you can always dress it up in whichever way you want. So I love like yogurt and matcha, so this is a yogurt mousse. If not, I think whipped cream also works perfectly.
Can you describe matcha to our viewers out there that maybe have never had it before?
Funny enough, I just had this conversation. So with matcha, if you like green tea and like chai tea, I feel like you'll thoroughly enjoy matcha. For me, it took me a while to, like, enjoy it. But I think once I started putting it in desserts, that's when I was like, oh, OK. So I'm just having fun with this. This doesn't have to be perfect, just squiggles everywhere. So if you really enjoy
There we go, the tweezers. Ah, the tweezers are out. OK. Cameraman Pete's going to go super fine, close up. He wants to see the action of the tweezers.
So here I have a matcha blondie. So a blondie is just essentially a brownie just with white chocolate. And I just want more of that matcha flavor. So just putting little squares of that. And there's some white chocolate chunks in there. And then I'm going to go in with strawberry gel. Because matcha and strawberry and yogurt just go so well together. just a little bit.
Oh, that looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful.
It's like nice for summer as well because it's not too heavy and it's like, again, it's not complicated. And then here I just have little coconut biscuits. So you can even add like tennis biscuits, I feel like also would work so well.
And you'll be faking fooling everyone thinking it's peppermint tart. Vibe, it's matcha panna cotta. I do love it, it's beautiful.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna put 3 of those and then just fresh strawberries because, I mean, they are in season. So why not?
They are, absolutely. Oh, very quickly, while you're busy plating, where can people see your amazing creations?
So,
besides at Jordan Restaurant?
Besides at Jordan Restaurant, please do pull up the views, amazing. But I am on Instagram. So it's Moteba_Mageta on Instagram.
Something should be popping up maybe around about here. There we go, we check it out. Check it out on Instagram. And you do post?
Yes, I do. I've thoroughly been posting lately. It's definitely a job and a half. I really do put my hat off to like social media experts because it's a lot of work.
It is, but it's important.
It's not a joke, and it's really important for you, for like everything, exposure, all of that.
Oh, it is. Okay, so we don't know when you're going to France yet, but you're going.
Yes.
And like I said to you this on the night that you won that award.
That I still don't believe.
It's true. I said us South Africans have an amazing history of the things that we do in France. Yeah, we come back with gold. You're already in your green and gold. Honestly, I am so excited to see your journey with the next... I can't wait to see where you are in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. It is so inspirational. I truly believe the future of South African food is not only in safe hands. I feel we're about to blow up so hard and be like right on the top. When it comes to culinary, global flavors, cuisine, we're about to launch so hard. And it's thanks to people like you. So can't wait to have you back. Same time next year, telling me all the amazing things you've done in 1 year's time. Chef Mo, you've inspired me so much. Thank you so much. Can we give one more round of applause for Chef Mo? Tasting, right? Okay, cool. Let's taste. Let's do this. I think it's in your drawer, top drawer. Okay.
Got that lovely gold.
There we go. You too. Okay, so
first.
what should we be looking for? Flavor-wise?
Flavor-wise, you're going to get such an earthy texture from the matcha as well, and it's like not overly sweet.
All right, I got you. South Africa, you've been amazing. Chef Mo's been amazing. All our chefs have been amazing. Tune in next week, same time, for more Culinary Hotline Bling!
Wow, that looks amazing.
Oh, my jaw's just been on the floor the whole morning. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like a sculpture with like color, with flavor. That is an experience that everybody deserves.
No, look, all the dishes that our award-winning chefs made this morning was mind-blowing.
Up there.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
No, we have talent, my friend, in this country,
indeed.
and we can be proud of it. Listen, right now we're going to just take a quick moment to connect with you at home, and we want to head on over to our socials, and we asked you a question this morning. If you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, would you eat out, order takeout, or cook for yourself? You know, just in keeping with our culinary hotline this morning. So let's take a look at what you said this morning.
Yeah, Sylvia Raymond says, good morning, beautiful Zoe and Expresso team. Oh, there's this others here as well. And viewers, definitely cook for myself and the entire family and involve the kids to make it fun. I love that.
Yeah,
the wholesomeness of cooking being embodied there.
Gary then comes through and says, as much as I enjoy eating out, I have never tasted anything as delicious as my own cooking.
If I do say so myself.
Even something as simple as lamb chops in the air fryer makes my mouth water. Gary, I like your approach.
Yeah, swing an invite there, Gary. Yeah, please. But Mzansi, thank you for coming through with these pictures.
Look at that picture,
We've got pictures as well.
I'm down for that. I really am.
Yeah, now, top of these comments that are coming through on our socials, we also have some voice notes to share. Everybody's got an opinion on this. So let's hear what Lebo has to say about this one.
Good morning, family. Cute spots are my absolute favorite. So I'd eat out for the rest of my life. Thank you. This is Lebo.
I'm with Lebo on that one.
You said it this morning.
Yeah, man.
I'd actually order in.
Why is that?
Because I love being at home and I can go out for experiences because I think, going to restaurants all the time. I don't know, it's just me. And it's a family thing. And it's,
no, but that makes sense.
Yeah,
that
no,
definitely makes sense. I think there's no wrong answer here. The fact is that you answered and you came through, Mzansi. So keep it coming. And this experience of food has not been better than I could have ever thought of. It's been beyond that. So don't go anywhere. We've still got lots to look forward to on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And there's entertainment coming at us. I can't wait.
Yes, there is some serious entertainment. Warren is here and he's ready to give us a performance from Queen. We Are the Champions. I believe that is the song that is South Africans' favorite at the moment. And then we're also going to be whipping up a gingerbread house using QR codes. So stay tuned. We still have a lot of entertainment on its way.
Do it like this. Get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast show. I know the show's been an incredible one, and it's not stopping here because it's time to play a game. Yes, it's about movies and series, which are such a big part of our lives and provide us with so much needed entertainment and relaxation after a long day. And today we want to find out what everyone's all-time favorite shows are and what we are currently binging. So it's kind of like a game because this is a game that involves a hard question that you somehow have to answer.
But there's no winner.
There's no winner, though. That's the thing. There kind of is a winner because some people can be like, whoa, I haven't watched that, so I'm going to add that to the list. So everybody gets to be a winner in this game. Now, here's the heated, loaded question. What is your favorite series of all time? Ooh.
Mine has to be Friends. I feel like the only reason I can say that is I can watch it over and over. I can watch it from season 1. By the end of season 10, I feel like watching it again.
And you can watch any episode in the middle, and it's still good. You're still up to date.
Absolutely.
I resonate with that.
Yeah,
What do you got?
look, there's a lot of series that I absolutely love, but I think in the same vibe as Zoe, Big Bang Theory for me.
Oh, that's a classic.
Is just unbelievable. I mean, I love the humor, the dry sense of Sheldon. You know, it's something that you can watch over and over and over. So yeah, I'll definitely go for that.
Yeah,
Did you watch Young Sheldon?
I did. I watched the entire series Young Sheldon.
Is it good?
It's fantastic.
You know what I realized? I watched Big Bang Theory, then I watched Young Sheldon, now I'm watching Big Bang Theory again.
And don't you feel you understand it a little bit more?
You do.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is what I noticed, because you know how certain actors rotate and they play different roles? Young Sheldon's dad was actually the bully of Leonard.
Yes.
Whoa,
Yes.
Yeah,
connected
same
proper.
character.
Well, speaking of the fact that you've been watching a lot of these series again and again and again, what are you currently binging right now?
Big Bang Theory.
Really?
I thought so.
Are you?
I'm on season 5.
No way.
Nice.
I'm busy watching something with my wife, which is quite interesting. It's called Married at First Sight. It's a UK thing, so it's individuals that's partaking or signing up for this experiment, and they link up with experts, relationship experts, who match them with a complete stranger, and they only meet that person that they're marrying when they stand in the church in front.
Joking?
And then, yeah, they like literally, oh, hey, what's your name? It's like, I'm about to marry this person.
Just dedicate the rest of my life to you.
Yeah, and obviously all of them have got a backstory, and it's great, and it's beautiful. But then to see how the relationship builds or folds, it's quite interesting.
Crazy. Well, we asked you, Mzansi, what you thought and what you've been binging, and especially when it comes to some of the greatest series. So let's see what y'all had to say. Right, so checking out the board right now, we've got Laura Wetton who comes through and says, the telenovelas is my binge series. So that's a couple options there, I'm sure. We've also got Landi Lube saying, I love the series Outlander, waiting for the second half of season 7 to come out next year sometime. But in the meantime, I re-watch it from season 1. So all-time favorite and a binge I see there.
That's how you have to do it. Kirsten says Survivor. Yana says The Crown. Oh, Yana, I'm with you on that. I watched the latest season half. The first half was released and the second half's going to release just before we leave for our honeymoon. I've already pre-warned the husband. I am downloading the entire season, and that's my in-flight entertainment.
Okay. Nice. So do not disturb for the entire flight. Zoe's got it covered. Zanzi, I hope you are loving these conversations. I told you it was a game of answers, a game of riddles, and a game of some crazy clues into what are binge-worthy series. I know for me, it's very different to all this. I'm going with Naruto Shippuden. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Is that anime?
It's anime, yes. It's a lot of episodes, but it's definitely something that inspired me in life. But currently what I'm binging now is Homelander's series. It's The Boys. It's absolutely crazy. Parental guidance is advised. But it doesn't matter, because whether you love rewatching the old classics or love to keep up with the latest releases, then Vodacom are making it easier than ever for you to access solid home entertainment and the best streaming platforms. Now, you can simply enhance your new or existing plan in-store or online at voda.com/enhance, and you can choose from a variety of internet deals and streaming platforms, and then pay for it all on your Vodacom bill. It's as easy as that. Now, on top of this, we're also going to be enhancing your plan this summer, so you stand a chance of winning your share of, wait for it, 500 million rand in cash and rewards on VodaPay. It is insane. So what are you waiting for? Go check it out right now. Wow.
Zanzi, enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together, Vodacom.
All right, from our favorite series right now, we are bringing you a live performance of note. Warren Vernon Driscoll, who plays Freddie Mercury, the lead singer for Queen, It's a Kind of Magic, is performing We Are the Champions. Am I right, Warren?
Yes.
Is that the one? All right. So you mentioned that this particular song is the one that South Africans love.
Yeah, I was actually in New Zealand at the time we won, so that was quite a special experience for me as well. Yeah.
Jeez, what was that experience like for you? I mean,
the bar cleared out very quickly. Let's put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Listen, we are looking forward to the song We Are the Champions. It's a big song. It is a big song, so we can't wait to hear it and also see it live on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So, stage is yours, my friend. Take it away.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've earned my sheriffs and kicked to my face, and I've come through. Champions, my friends, and we fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. South Africa, I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before human race, and I'll never lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Come on, come on. That is unbelievable. Catch this man and the entire band at Grand West the 9th of December. Tickets at itickets.co.za. Dude, I just want to commend you for taking on a song that big this time of the morning.
Thank you.
That is quite a feat, my friend. Can I just get a handshake
Cheers.
there? But you're not done.
Appreciate
Don't go
that.
anywhere more with Warren and Queen. It's a Kind of Magic coming up still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and let's bring on the fun, the festive, and the flavorful, because that is what this festive season is all about. Not just on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, but all the way into the kitchen, and that's what's happening right now, because we love getting creative around this time of the year. I know you do too as well, and this is where we get to shine. So today we have Chef Clem and young baker Hamish, yes, the one and only, and he's here to show us how easy it is to build your own gingerbread house with some help from Woolies, of course. Chef Clem, what's happening here, bro? I see we've got our chef-to-be Hamish. This man has been doing some incredible things in the kitchen, always having fun, and he looks excited for this one. But what exactly is the game plan here, bro?
All right, so Woolies is all about bringing people together,
Yeah.
especially in the kitchen
Yeah.
and surrounding food. So we've spoken about the baking kits earlier today, and the one that Woolies has to bring back every year is the gingerbread house baking kit.
It's so
okay?
cool.
Every year. But this year, what's new is they brought out like a build your Christmas tree vibe. The cake has been made for you. It's in front of you. It's in front of you right there. You can hold it up for me.
Oh, this one,
Okay,
yeah. Nice.
So-
All right, let me see the camera's going to see this
so
one. Nice.
The cake has been baked already, and the frosting is on there. So if you turn around to the back, I want to see the back of it.
So in the back,
You'll
I don't want
actually
to
see
ruin the
there-
cake though. Let me
there's
just try that.
stencils. You see there's like a 2 and an 8 and a 6.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Whoa.
That's a stencil. So you cut it out, lay it over
So now
the
we
cake.
can just pull this out just to make it get a
Oh,
better
there we
view.
go.
But there we go. Check that out.
There we go.
That is so cool.
You'll cut out those pieces, and then it'll be like puzzle pieces of cake. Who did that? Who allowed that? Where was I in preschool when cakes could have been puzzles?
Yeah.
Right? Yes?
I hated puzzles back in the day.
I would have loved that.
Yeah,
Hamish,
man.
is that not the best puzzle you've ever seen in your life? Yes. He says yes. And then from the kit, you get a baby Christmas tree and a big Christmas tree. Where's the baby Christmas tree? Somebody ate it.
Who ate the baby Christmas tree, Hamish?
We're going to find out, and we will out that person live on the show tomorrow.
All right.
I don't know who it was. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now, we've baked all the pieces of our gingerbread house, and now it's time to put it together. So everything's been weighed out for you. Everything's been done. There's no science to this. Just put it all together, follow the instructions.
All right.
They give you the little decorating bits and the frosting. But what I really want you to know is...
Yeah. And I have a question for you as well, because there's something interesting on the box that I'm seeing now, which looks like somewhat of a QR
There we go, I was about to say.
Oh, is that the...
Here we go.
What is that about?
So the instructions are on the box on how to actually put it all together. But what I love is if you scan this QR code with your cell phone, it'll pop up, and you can actually open the link. Are we live at the moment?
Yeah, your screen's broadcasting to the whole of Mzansi. Careful now.
Technology, there we go. It's not my phone.
Ginger.
It's Lucian Albertine's phone. Watch out. Okay. Once you scan it to the QR code, it pops up. There's a video of how to put it together, plus all the instructions below, cooking methods, the ingredients you need, everything is there already. So all you got to do is you got to hit play, the video starts playing and shows you exactly how to put it together, okay? But I'm not going to play the video for you because I want to see, can the three of us put this together? Can we do this? Can we make this happen?
Hamish, what do you think? Do you think we can make this happen?
Let's do this.
Yeah, Hamish is looking confident.
do this.
It's okay.
Let's go. So
I'm following your lead.
The team in the kitchen have graciously baked our walls for us already, and they've baked our little gingerbread man that comes with it. So the only thing we have to do is use the glue and put the house together. Sounds simple, right?
It does sound simple, but let's see.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let
And
us see.
By the way, we're also using our beautifully sustainable
That we spoke
source
about
wood. There we
earlier.
go.
I love that art piece, and that was a great gifting idea as well. So using all the tools. Hamish, are you ready for this one, bro? Let's get it going, man.
So
Let's
what
have
you
some
need
fun.
what you need to remember, this house, think December, think camping, right? It's more tent-style home. So it's got the two walls on the side and two in the front. So Hamish, here's the glue, right? I'm gonna snip it. Yeah, it's went dead silent now, and I think
everyone's concentrating.
Here we go. Okay, so let's start off with the walls. Actually, I feel like the three of us we all need to get our hands involved.
Okay, sure.
So, Hamish, you're going to hold the walls together for me like that.
Whoa.
Ryle, you're gonna run our glue along the top.
Cheapers. Okay, Hamish, I love the fact that you got such a sturdy hand. Are you ready for me to come in? All right. Now, Hamish, I know that this is obviously one of the best times of the year. It definitely was for me. Why? Because it meant that we get to look forward to Christmas presents and lots of other Christmas things. What are you looking forward to the most for Christmas, Hamish? Is it the food? Is it the presents? Or is it just time spent with all the family?
Time spent with all the family.
Oh, come on. It doesn't get better than that. Hamish, what do you think of that? Do you think we glued on properly? Are you happy?
Oh!
Okay, Hamish is happy, so I'm
Amazing.
happy. All right,
Okay,
nice job,
so
bro.
So now, we're just going to fix the walls to the side. Now, here's what I just learned, South Africa. You should get your dimensions of your angle of your walls before you glue them together. But we're working together. We're working together. Rome wasn't built in a day.
I see what you
mean. And this gingerbread house also might not be built in a day. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, walls in. Front of the house. I can still adjust the angle. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. The control room people are laughing at me. They're like, quack, 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 but it's fine. It's fine. Home is where the heart is. Who said home has to be a place with walls on it?
And Hamish didn't mention anything about cooking as much as he did spending quality time with family.
It's the quality time.
The longer it takes to make this recipe is not always a bad thing. You know?
No, not at all.
It means you're spending more time with family.
So, Hamish, I'm going to pass on to you now. So what I want you to do is add some decoration to the front here, and we're going to just sprinkle it and add some beautiful, the decorations that come in the kit. There we go.
Right. So I see on our pre-made version, there's like some tiles that have been created here. Do we have to do the same thing, or can we maybe do like let's have like snow
do it.
Show them. The top.
Show
what do you think?
how it happens.
Hamish likes that idea. Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna make like I'm gonna show
snow.
the camera side first. So let's just pretend that this is a lot of snow. Hopefully it melts down and causes this like cascading effect.
Excuse me, Rao. That looks so beautiful. Why is it so delicate? Why is it so precious?
I don't know.
Why am I loving this?
I'm inspired here by Hamish. You know, Hamish always brings all the heat. Hamish, you want to try and make some melting snow on the top of the roof here?
Definitely. Give it a go, Hamish.
You give it a go. You just squeeze the top there. Why am I telling you what to do? You know what to do, man. You're a pro at this already. Nice work.
Nice,
Keep that squeeze going. Yes. Dude, look how cool the like little melted snowdrops are happening.
Oh, that's so precious, man.
Nice.
Okay, Hamish, and now you've got your star sprinkle, so we're going to just hit it with a little bit of sprinkle on the top.
Sprinkle.
And then at the same time, while you're doing the sprinkle of the star, I'm going to give your little guy over here little buttons. Or maybe it's one button, and give him some eyes. Yeah.
Nice, Hamish. I think you should go wilder than that, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't hold back. It's Christmas after all. Come on. Get
Anything
crazy.
that attaches
Yeah.
will stay on.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
that's
like a
because
plan.
we've got that great glue on there, yeah.
So, Hamish, what if you could pick anything that you want for Christmas? What would it be? And I mean anything. Mom's right.
His mind's going
Mom's,
wild.
Mom's here with a
Santa's
notebook.
listening.
Mom's here with a notebook. What would
Mom's
it-
listening. She's going to be watching you for the next few days to make sure that you're good, and this might even happen. What is it going to be?
What would you go for?
He's thinking deeply.
He is thinking. It's his thinking face. We are hanging on. Say, tell us.
2 tiny blues.
Two?
2 tiny blues. What is that?
Oh, like the dog.
No.
Okay, what's a tiny
Not blue from Blue's Clues.
What's a blue?
From Jurassic Park.
Whoa, that blue. I know what you're talking
got a
about.
massive one, so I'm thinking, well, how about 2 small ones?
There we go. Oh, just complete the pack, and then you have like a family of blues. Nice. Okay, well, Santa's definitely listening. I'm sure Mom's listening as well. So all that's left is for you to make sure that you behave until Christmas Day, and then maybe it's going to be a blue Christmas for you, bro.
There we go. There we go. This looks beautiful. This is
Nicely
amazing.
done.
Young man's in the front. Already made his Christmas wish day. Wants the blues coming through. Raul, this is fun. It's
This
for
is
the kids.
fun,
it's
man.
for the kids.
Yeah.
But let me be honest. Adults are where it's at.
The big kids too.
Yeah.
And don't forget, of course, there is this incredible option to check out that QR code, which gives you everything you need. And that's the code that's been selected on the Woolies products. You just have to scan it, watch the short how-to videos that are going to make your festive cooking fuss-free. And as you can see, it's an entire family affair. You can get everyone involved in this. And like Hamish said, he's all about the memories and the time spent with family. So this is perfect for ticking that box. Yep.
Thinking we could add a little more.
Oh, yes, I love that. I will not say no to that. Add as much as you like. Make the snow rain on our house, bro, because our house is strong enough. We've got a brilliant roof. And if you missed any of these steps, Mzansi, that Hamish has so eloquently laid out for us, then you can find it at expressoshow.com. And, of course, Woolie's coming through, providing us with this one. So what are you waiting for? Get involved in this and make it a family affair. Nice job, bro. Keep squeezing. Yes! And still in the kitchen here, admiring all this magic that we just made, and clearly just reminiscing on how easy it is to do. And if you are looking for that inspiration, like we mentioned, you can scan the QR codes on the boxes and dive into making your own inspiration just like this. And speaking of inspiration, we are inspired to get involved in that incredible Queen concert that's taking place. It's happening this weekend. Wade is standing by to do another performance. So Mzansi, you have every single reason to stick around because the feel-good is just going to get better. All right, Hamish, this is officially a job well done. Give me a high five, bro. Booyah! I'm ready for Christmas, man. Nice.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It's a wonderful Wednesday. We've got about 5 minutes left, and before we do anything else, you could become Mzansi's next millionaire when you play the Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 24 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Now, the Lotto jackpot is estimated at 3 million rand, the Lotto Plus 1 at 1 million rand, and Lotto Plus 2 at 20 million rand. But as always, the only way you stand a chance of winning is if you play. So what you can do is you can buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for the USSD. And of course, we've also helped you out a little bit. We've posted all of the details on our social media channels, so go check them out and start choosing your numbers today, those winning numbers, hopefully. Will you be the next millionaire? Well, Panda, push or play and find out.
Well, you don't need to be a millionaire to enjoy this entertainment that we're bringing for you this morning. Warren is here and he's about to perform one last time on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, but catch the show Queen. It's a kind of magic show this Saturday at the Grand Arena. Tickets are still available. You can get them at itickets.co.za. The show starts at 8 p.m. and you do not want to miss out because it is a Queen tribute, and Warren here is playing Freddie Mercury. Now, here to perform for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, here is Warren with Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I feel like you have to sing it when you say it, right? Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Take it away.
Thank you.
This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it. Are you ready? Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, it cries in the cradle all night. It swings, it chives, shakes all over like a jellyfish. You kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever. She leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get here, get on my tracks, take the back seat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take the back seat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it. Are you ready? Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Yeah. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Yeah. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love.
Yes!
Take a bow.
Come on, Warren. Listen, you gotta go see the show. If you haven't seen it yet, Queen, It's a Kind of Magic, the tribute show at Grand Arena, Grand West, the 9th of December. Tickets at itickets.co.za. I think you'll be very, very disappointed with yourself if you don't go see it.
Yeah, you
Oh.
definitely will.
And if you're a lover of Freddie Mercury and this music that Queen created, you're in for a treat because, like Warren said, it is a concert,
Yeah.
one you do not want to miss out on.
And Warren, take a last bow, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
very much for coming through. Really appreciate it there. he is.
And I guess a huge thank you to all our guests, all our Eat Out Awards winners that came through and served us, gave us a culinary experience like no other. I think we've definitely been inspired for the festive season.
We were treated. I mean, Chef Sebastian, Chef Mo, Siba. Oh, it was incredible.
All right, guys, have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for another 3 hours of Feel Good. Have a good one.
Love ya.
Cheers.
Bye.
Another Feel Good production.